It's to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 469-579-3500. That's 469-579-3500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Spring savings start early at Lowe's. Get a Cobalt 24-volt max leaf blower for just $99. It's powerful, lightweight, and ready to go. Plus, get 4 bags of Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil for just $10. Don't wait. Get everything you need to start on your spring projects today. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3-4. Soil offer excludes Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Hey, it's Chiafalo. Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store, and they'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into a paper airplane headed to see you never, AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, their best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store, and they'll give you a better deal. Must provide a postpaid consumer bill within the past 45 days in name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply based on Root Metrics Best 5G Network Award US 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hi there, it's Pete Thompson from the Consumer Team. You know, the number one killer of air conditioning systems is dirt, dust, and debris that piles up over the winter. That's why I had the on-time experts at my home for a spring tune-up, and they're amazing. They completely took apart, cleaned, and reassembled my system for just $59. And get this, they guarantee I won't have a breakdown. I love this company, and you will too. The OnTimeExperts.com. Call them today, theOnTimeExperts.com.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
You're listening to 100,000 watts of Rangers baseball on KRLD FM, KRLD HD1 Dallas Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Spring savings start early at Lowe's. Get a Cobalt 24-volt max leaf blower for just $99. It's powerful, lightweight, and ready to go. Plus, get 4 bags of Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil for just $10. Don't wait. Get everything you need to start on your spring projects today. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3-4. Soil offer excludes Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Charged by Mydroth. His throw to first is wild. It gets away, and here comes Smith, and he scores.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Fastball at the top of the zone. Jacob deGrom, 9 strikeouts in 7 innings.
Seager, he swings and belts one. Deep right center. That is on its way. That ball is history.
Spring has returned, and your Texas Rangers step into 2026 with their sights set on another championship. Spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network is brought to you by Globe Life. For over 125 years, Globe Life has helped protect families when they need it most. Globe Life, make tomorrow better. Bailey and Gallion, CertaPro. Choose happy, choose CertaPro painters. Visit CertaPro.com. Lexus, visit your Dallas-Fort Worth Lexus dealership today. And by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. Alongside Matt Hicks, here's your Hall of Fame voice of the Rangers, Eric Nadel.
From Peoria Stadium in Peoria, Arizona, it's the Texas Rangers against the Seattle Mariners. Hello there, everybody. This is Eric Nadel with Matt Hicks and our engineer, Matt Prelip. We have Kevin Walker, Trevor Beck, Jet Nelson, and Adam C. back in master control this afternoon on a beautiful sunny day in Peoria. There is not a cloud in the sky right now as the Rangers and Mariners get set to meet. The Rangers come in with 5 wins and 5 losses for the spring. They won yesterday 7-6 over the Dodgers to snap a 3-game losing streak. Seattle has lost their last 2 games, and they come in with 3 wins, 5 losses, and a tie. On the mound for the Rangers today will be 29-year-old left-hander Jacob Latz, bidding for the number 5 spot in the Ranger rotation. Latz has worked once this spring, pitching 2 scoreless innings and allowing just 2 hits. Logan Gilbert will go for Seattle, one of their aces. He has worked 2 shutout innings so far this spring. He's a 28-year-old right-hander from Apopka, Florida. Mariners, of course, the defending West Division champions. They will be in Texas to play the Rangers April the 6th through the 8th. But today, the first meeting of the clubs here in spring training, and we'll have the starting lineups in the first pitch of game number 11 right after this on the Rangers Radio Network.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Like our original gold-rimmed Bluebell homemade vanilla, the country's gold standard of ice cream flavors since 1969. Its hand-cranked taste takes you back to simpler times. That's why we put the word home right on the carton.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
There are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com.
Today's copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Texas Rangers and may not be reproduced or transmitted in any form. The accounts and description of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rangers Baseball, LLC. For the Rangers today, under Skip Schumacher, has returned to the club today. Alejandro Osuna will lead off. He will play left field. Jake Berger batting second is the first baseman. Kyle Higashioka will do the catching, and he will hit third. Josh Smith is the cleanup batter. He plays second base. Ezekiel Duran at third base is batting fifth. Hitting sixth in center field, Tyler Wade. Mark Canna is the DH batting seventh. Michael Hellman in right field hits eighth. And Cam Cauley is the shortstop, and he is batting ninth. Osuna, Berger, and Higashioka, Smith, Duran, and Wade, Canna, Hellman, and Cauley, the starting 9 against Logan Gilbert, former first-round draft pick in 2018 out of Stetson University. For Seattle under Dan Wilson, it is Victor Robles in center field leading off. Cole Young batting second at second base. Rob Refsnyder will be the DH hitting third. Brennan Davis batting cleanup plays left field. Connor Joe is the first baseman. He's hitting fifth. Colt Emerson, the number 1 prospect, hitting sixth, is at third today. Andrew Kisner, the former Ranger, does the catching. He's batting seventh. Leo Rivas is the shortstop hitting eighth. And batting ninth in right field, Lazaro Montes. That is Robles, Young, and Refsnyder. Davis, Joe, and Emerson. Kisner, Rivas, and Montes. For the Mariners, winners of 90 games last year, they won the division by 3 games over the Houston Astros. They won the division series over the Tigers 3-2, and then lost in a heartbreaking league championship series 4-3 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, the Rangers getting ready for another road game. That seems to be the primary location of their games so far this spring. They will play home this week, though. They will be playing the Cleveland Guardians tomorrow. They will play Team Brazil on Wednesday, both in Surprise. We will not be broadcasting that game. The next broadcast will be Thursday night when the Rangers take on the Kansas City Royals in Surprise. And that's a ball game that will start at 6 o'clock Arizona time, so 7 o'clock back in the Metroplex on Thursday night. And then we'll be on the air next weekend at 2 o'clock, both on Saturday and on Sunday. Saturday against the Dodgers in Glendale, and Sunday against the Angels back in Surprise. Well, today we get a look at Jacob Latz for the second time this spring. He's competing with Kamar Rocker and maybe a couple of non-roster invitees for the number 5 starting job. And today, talking to Skip Schumacher, I asked him whether Latz's eventual role would depend more on what other people do and where the need is than actually how Latz does this spring. And he said, no, not really. He said, we are letting Latz compete for the number 5 starter job and hoping that he stretches out as a starter and has a great spring and could wind up as the number 5 starter. But Matt, there's a lot of sentiment toward Kamar Rocker being the number 5 starter, and it'll be interesting to see how these two play out in the battle for the number 5 spot.
Oh, I got to turn my mic on, right? When you think about how Jacob finished the season last year, toward the end of the year, most of his appearances were as a starter. He had 8 starts last season, and he did a little bit better as a starter than he did as a reliever. His overall ERA was a sterling 2.84. In his 8 starts, it was 2.72, and even better over his last 5 starts of last season. So he's been, I think, incredibly competent. When you think about, sort of comparing apples to apples, Latz made 8 starts last year for the Rangers. The Rangers, of course, at the deadline obtained Merrill Kelly, and Kelly ended up making 10 starts for the Rangers. Now, Kelly didn't do his best pitching with Texas, but just as a comparison, Jacob Latz, opponents in those 8 starts against Jacob last year put up an OPS of 623. Merrill Kelly in his 10 starts, opponents put up an OPS of 739. And Latz's OPS numbers compare favorably to a lot of the other people that started for the Rangers last season, if not favorably, at least pretty close, including guys like Jacob DeGrom, who had a 596. So Latz can get the job done. The question is, to your point about what Skip Schumacher said, what direction the Rangers want to go. What direction do they want to go with Kamar Rocker and where he is throughout the course of spring training, and where Jacob Latz is. And, of course, if they don't have Latz in a starting role, he showed the ability to be that swing guy, a guy who could come in whenever in a ball game and give you 3 or 4 quality innings, to get you to somebody at the end that could wrap things up. So I think Latz's spot on the opening day roster is secure. It's just, what's he going to be early in the season?
Yeah, and Skip did make the point today that especially early in the season, the Rangers are going to need relievers capable of throwing multiple innings, because the pitch counts for the pitchers at that stage of the season will probably be in the 80 range.
Yep.
And it's not going to be realistic to expect your starting pitchers to go 6 innings all the time. And as a result, the Rangers are going to need those bridge relievers to get you from the middle innings into the late innings, and nobody was better than Jacob Latz at doing that last year. Well, the Mariners are taking the field right now wearing their bright teal jerseys, led on by Logan Gilbert, the long-armed right-hander. He's 6'6", 215 pounds. Mariners with the teal tops, white pants with navy striping down the side, a teal cap. Gilbert wearing his pant legs pulled up high, showing lots of navy stocking, and he is showing half navy sleeves spilling out from underneath the number 36 teal jersey with the names and numbers in white on the back. Rangers have their blue jerseys on as they wear them all spring. Texas in white across the front. They wore the gray pants on the road with red, white, and blue piping down the side. And in spring training this year, they are wearing a very different cap. They are wearing a red cap with a blue brim and a white tee, and an attempt at a prickly pear cactus on the cap right next to the tee. It almost looks like it's growing out of the tee. You have to get up really close to the cap to have any idea what the blob of green and pink actually is. But I got a good look at it today, and it is an attempt at an embroidered prickly pear cactus. And on the side of the cap, there's the number 26 indicating spring training 2026 with a saguaro cactus, one of those taller cactuses on the cap. So the Rangers actually with 2 cacti on their caps this spring. Corey Ragsdale will coach at third for the Rangers. Travis Jankowski coaches at first as Logan Gilbert gets ready to go. It's 340 down the lines here. It is 385 to the alleys, 410 from left center over to right center. The fence is 11 feet high all the way around. There is a dark blue hitter's backdrop, a wall that goes about 40 feet high in dead center field that used to be in play until just a couple of years ago when they put a yellow line on the wall at the same height as the rest of the fence. They're seating on the berms here in left center and in right center. A one-decked stadium, one of the older parks here. The Mariners and Padres have shared it since 1994, so this is the 33rd year this park has been in existence as a spring training facility. It is the 50th year of Mariners baseball overall. Logan Gilbert ready to go. Alejandro Osuna stepping in. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. It is outside, ball 1-2 Osuna. He's 2 for 13 this spring. The left-handed batter hit .212 for the Rangers last year in 151 at-bats. 88 degrees has been announced as the official game time temperature. There's a very light breeze blowing out right now. Here's the pitch to Osuna, swung on and fouled off to the left and out of play. For the Mariners defensively, in left field, it is Brennan Davis. In right field, Lazaro Montes. And in center field, Victor Robles. Colt Emerson, the third baseman, plays even with the bag as Osuna swings and misses. It was a good-looking slider from Gilbert, and the count at 1-2. Around the infield, it's Emerson at third base. Leo Rivas at shortstop. He's way over toward the middle. Cole Young at second base. Connor Joe at first. Andrew Kisner is catching. And there's a swing and a chopper off the glove of Gilbert. It squirts out towards second base. Gilbert tries a backhand, barehand flip to first base. It gets nowhere near the bag. And Alejandro Osuna is on to start the ball game on a comebacker that glanced off Gilbert's glove and will probably go as an infield single.
That was an odd attempt at sort of a scoop, and he put his right hand down, and rather than picking up the ball, he just tried to shovel it off to his right. Here in a spring training game, I think I'd just pick up the ball and calmly walk back to first, and if I picked it up and still had a chance to throw, okay, but it's the beginning of a spring training game.
Yeah, these guys are so competitive. Here's Jake Berger. He takes a strike on the inside edge. Righty against righty. Berger 3 for 11 for the spring. He does have a home run. Rangers have been averaging 4.8 runs a game. They're allowing 4.5. Their earned run average is second best in the Cactus League. Here's a breaking ball strike. The Mariner games have been very different. They've played high-scoring games all spring. They're averaging 6 runs a game, but they're allowing 6.8 runs a game. Now Berger calls time, steps away at the plate, wearing white batting gloves, featuring a light wooded bat. Pretty much straight up stance, slightly bent at the knees. Osuna short lead at first, being held on by Connor Joe. And the pitch is swung on and lifted foul off to the right and out of play. All the seats here in Peoria are a dark blue, which happens to be one of the colors of the Mariners and the Padres as well. So it fits both of those clubs, just as in surprise, both the Rangers and the Royals are primarily blue teams. There's a snap throw to first by Gilbert, and that is not in time. Gilbert, for his career, 47 wins, 36 losses. He's made 146 starts with a 3.58 career ERA. Last year he had elbow trouble, missed about 6 weeks of the season. There goes Osuna. The pitch is low and skips away from Kisner. Osuna dives into second with a stolen base. And he's in scoring position here for Jake Berger. Now, Kisner, of course, bidding to be a backup to Cal Raleigh, the 60 home run man who will be playing for the United States in the World Baseball Classic. Kisner was with the Giants last year after being with the Rangers early in the season the year before. Here's the set. And the pitch, and a swing and a ground ball hit the third. Emerson looks the runner back to second, triggers the throw across, corner to corner, and gets Berger for the first out of the ball game. Osuna stayed at second. And Kyle Higashioka is coming up next. Gilbert with that great extension from the 6'6" frame. He was a 13-game winner both in 2022 and 2023. Went 9-12 the following year, although his ERA went down to 3.23. 4 years in a row, he's had an earned run average under 3.75. Very consistent starting pitcher. He's set at the letters and delivers, and he misses high and inside to Higashioka. He's had a bit of back stiffness this spring. He's a 1 for 4, playing at the age of 35. A 241 hitter last year with 11 home runs. No score here, top half of the first inning. Pitch to Higashioka is a strike at the knees. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to the Ranger catcher, who will share that job this year with Danny Jansen. Jansen caught the ball game yesterday, at least the first 5 innings. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 off. And in comes the pitch, and a breaking ball stays high. That was a curve that didn't curve, and the count at 2-1. The Mariners known for their starting rotation depth, with folks like George Kirby and Luis Castillo, Brian Wu and Bryce Miller. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The helmet goes flying off the head of Higashioka as he took a rip there and didn't get it. And the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Emerson Hancock has been the number 6 starter for Seattle the last couple of years. Of course, in the bullpen, they have their closer, Andres Munoz, coming back. Matt Brash to set him up, among others. Here's the set. Osuna dancing around at second. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Higashioka is out of there. And a fastball at 96 miles an hour. That's the second out of the inning. No scorer in the game, and here's Josh Smith. Smitty 3 for 10 this spring. He's also drawn 3 walks. Figures to be the primary second baseman. May or may not be platooned at that position. 2 outs, a runner at second, and the pitch is swung on and missed. It'll be interesting to see how Skip Schumacher handles the left-handed batters in the Ranger lineup when the Rangers face left-handed pitching. You got Peterson and Carter and Smith, all of whom may sit from time to time against lefties, or more than from time to time. There's a throw to second, and back standing is Osuna as the shortstop Rivas takes the throw of Gilbert.
No shortage of seeing left-handers so far this spring. Rangers have had ample opportunity to go up against lefties.
You remember, the Rangers played the Phillies and the Orioles to start the season, both on the road, before coming home April 3rd for the home opener against the Cincinnati Reds. Here's the pitch, check swing. Did he go? He did not. And the count, a ball and a strike.
We have umpire assignments, by the way, if you would like to know.
Oh, I'd love to know.
So Major League umpires are currently at first and third base. Nick Lentz is on the call at first, and Quinn Walcott is at third.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
Minor league umpires Dylan Wilson, who is very tall, is behind the plate today, and Evan Johnson is taking care of business at second base, at least to start the game.
Yeah, Wilson looks like Jordan Baker back there.
He does.
Tallest Major League umpire. 1-2 pitch is way outside. And the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, quite a challenge for the Rangers right out of the chute. With the Phillies a playoff team and the Orioles greatly improved, both on the road. Here's the pitch, swinging a grounder, foul past first base.
Let me have that oddity in the Phillies series. We start on a Thursday and then have off on a Friday.
Yeah. And the Rangers are likely to face two lefties in that series with Christopher Sanchez and Jesus Luzardo for the Phils, both southpaws. 2-2. Outside 3-2. Now, Skip Schumacher was asked today about Jacob deGrom's schedule. He hasn't pitched in a game yet. And Skip said he'll be pitching soon. He didn't say when. And then he was asked whether deGrom will start the 5th game of the season as he did last year. And he laughed and said, probably not. They're not going to wait that long. But he is being slow played in spring training at the same pace as last year, according to Schumacher. Full count, runner at second, 2 outs in the first, no score. Back comes Gilbert, 3-2, and it's skied to short center field. Victor Robles drifting slightly over toward right, makes a two-handed catch above the cap, and the top of the first is over. No runs, a leadoff single. Rangers leave a man at second base. And after a half inning, it's the Rangers nothing. The Mariners coming up against Jacob Latz on the Rangers Radio Network.
Luxor Staffing, official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, has hundreds of open positions in warehouse distribution, manufacturing, and more. Come work with some of DFW's best employers. Great pay, excellent benefits, multiple shifts, and endless opportunities for promotion. Luxor has 10 convenient locations in DFW ready to find a perfect job for you. All Luxor offices have experienced bilingual professionals ready to help you now. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com and find the office closest to you. Apply today and work tomorrow for Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free? Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free? Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Ends March 9. Restrictions apply.
We'll admit, we've already thrown in the towel on the New Year's resolution.
But one healthy new habit we're sticking with is Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to help protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now at your local GNC.
Here we go into the bottom of the first inning. No score as Jacob Latz takes the mound. Latz will turn 30 on April the 8th, but he goes into the season as a 29-year-old. Jacob Eugene Latz out of Lamont, Illinois. Last year 2-0, a 2.84 ERA, and as Matt told you, a 2.72 ERA in his 8 starts. He's working in long blue sleeves today underneath the blue jersey. The tall lefty goes 6'3", 185. First pitch to Victor Robles, a right-handed batter, is a strike. Carlos Cardoza coaches at third for Seattle this year. Eric Young Jr. over at first. Duran playing third today, plays just a step behind the bag and off the line about 8 feet. And the pitch evens the count at a ball and a strike. Duran at third, Cam Cauley at short, Josh Smith at second, Jake Berger at first, and Kyle Higashioka doing the catching. The pitch is high to Robles, who missed last of year due to injury. Only had 109 at-bats. Hit 245 after a big breakthrough year the season before when he hit 328 and stole 30 bases after coming over from Washington. Robles swings and fouls one back. He's gone 1 for 11 this spring. In the outfield, Osuna is in left. Wade in center, and he's slightly over toward right against the right-handed batter. Michael Hellman is straight away in right field. Latz comes home, and there's a soft line drive into left field over the head of Cauley, a base hit. So each team with a leadoff single. The Rangers wound up stranding their leadoff base runner, Alejandro Osuna, at second base as they went 0 for 3 in the first with men in scoring position. And here comes Cole Young. Young 0 for 8 for the spring. Figures to get the first shot to be the primary second baseman for Seattle. The rookie hit .211 last year with 4 homers and just over 200 at-bats. But always looked very good in the games against the Rangers. He's really a tough out. left-handed batter, hitting from a crouch. On a check swing, he holds back, and it is a ball, according to the umpire at third. So a one-ball count now. It's a nice crowd here today. Seats are vacant all the way down the lines, but for the most part, a full park. There's a swing by Young, and there's a blast to deep right field, and that is way up on the berm. A two-run homer for Cole Young, lefty against lefty. And the Mariners grab an early 2-0 lead.
One of the things that Jacob Latz did very well last year, he limited left-handed hitters severely. They had just a 170 batting average against him and a 239 on-base percentage. But here, he left one up, and Young took it out.
You know, he was also very stingy in allowing home runs. He only gave up 7 in 86 innings, one of the better home run rates in the league. But Cole Young takes him deep for his first hit of the spring, and the Rangers will play from behind. Here's Rob Refsnyder, briefly a Ranger back in 2020. Played 15 games with the club. Veteran right-handed batter from Korea. He takes a strike at his 0-1. Refsnyder signed a free agent deal with Seattle. Got the best contract of his career at the age of 34. And after playing the last 4 years with the Boston Red Sox. Latz comes home at 0-1. And there's a swing and a hot pop-up foul on the first base side. Berger over for a look, but this one back out of play. Bounds high in the air off a seat, it appeared. Hops over the walkway into the rear portion of the lower bowl. And again, there really is only a lower bowl here other than the press level that we're on, which has a few seats alongside it. But for the most part, this is a one-tiered stadium. 0-2, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Refsnyder. Brennan Davis is the on-deck batter. If you don't recognize many of the names in the Seattle lineup, it's because the regulars all played in a night game last night. And for the most part, they are being given the day off. There's a swing, a ground ball to third. It is picked there by Duran and whipped across to first to retire Refsnyder for the first out of the Seattle first. Mariners on top 2-0, and Brennan Davis is coming up next. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Brennan Davis hit 17 home runs last year at AA and AAA, batted .271. He's a big right-handed batter, and he's having a good spring, 6 for 11 with 2 homers. He takes a curveball low, and it's ball 1. Latz, in his windup, brings the hands up about shoulder high and then comes to the plate, and that one is drilled to left to base hit off the Latz fastball at 93. So 3 of the first 4 Mariners have hits today. And Connor Joe is coming up next. Joe, longtime National Leaguer. He has toiled for the Giants, the Rockies, the Pirates. Last year, San Diego and Cincinnati, 5 different teams. He's a .233 career hitter with 35 home runs and about 1,400 at-bats. Short lead for Davis. The pitch is low and away from Latz, and it's ball 1. Well, the Rangers fell behind yesterday 2-0 on a first-inning homer by Dalton Rushing of the Dodgers. But Texas came back to win 7-6, despite being out-homered 4-1 by the Dodgers. 1-0. Latz pushes off, comes home, and the pitch is fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Latz leaning in, comes set at the bell. A long hold. And now the pitch. That is low and outside. And the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. You didn't sample the food here today, did you?
I did not. I brought my own little mini salad for lunch.
Mini salad?
Yeah.
I went with a sandwich. I'm not trusting the food in these stadiums. 2-1, swing and a miss. In our stadium, of course, we have these incredible French fries. Otherwise...
And the brats are
not,
really good.
Yeah, brats are good. Otherwise, not that excited about the stadium food. So I brought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Was that peanut butter and jelly, really?
Yeah.
What kind of jelly?
Grape jelly.
Okay.
There's a swing and a miss on a changeup. 2-2. No, I guess that's strike 3, so he's out of there. The relevant question, I think, is, was it creamy or crunchy?
I'm going to guess with you, crunchy.
Yeah, I'm a crunchy. Are you a creamy or crunchy guy?
I'm a smooth guy.
Smooth guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
smooth
the tie break goes to Matt Prelip. Crunchy, he says.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Outside looking in again.
That's why they make chocolate and vanilla. That's why they make creamy and crunchy. Colt Emerson, the number 1 prospect. Skies went out to left center field, drifting over toward left. Tyler Wade puts a squeeze on it, and that ends the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. After 1, it's 2-0 Seattle on the Rangers Radio Network.
In winter, you can't go to the ballpark and see a go-ahead home run. Can't witness a filthy strikeout or watch a Rangers walk-off. That's because there are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single-game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
As an official partner of the Texas Rangers, Lockheed Martin is proud to be part of the rich heritage of the Rangers and the many fans who cheer the team on at Globe Life Field. It is with that same pride we support our local communities and customers. From the frontline workers to the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty, we're here to help them with their most important missions.
Hey kids, it's time to step up to the plate and join the Junior Rangers. You'll get your very own kit sponsored by Golden Chick. It includes a Rangers baseball cap, backpack, youth jersey, stainless steel water bottle, and a fan chain with bling badge. Junior Rangers also receive 4 digital ticket vouchers to select Ranger home games. Don't forget to bring your fan chain and badge to get 15% off discount in the team store and front of the line access to the kids run the bases at Sunday home games. Sign up now at Rangers.com/Junior Rangers and be part of the club.
Eric and Matt this afternoon in Peoria. Jared will join us in about 10 days. Matt Prelip at the dials. Rangers on the short end of a 2-0 score as we move to the second inning. Ezekiel Duran makes his way to the plate, and Matt Hicks makes his way to the mic.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric. And Zeke batting 5th and getting a chance to play at third base here today. Wade and Canna will follow him against Logan Gilbert, the right-hander who threw 21 pitches in that first inning, gave up a hit to Osuna, but then retired the next 3 batters. Zeke standing in on the right side. He takes a hack at a high fastball and misses for strike 1. Duran hit .224 last season. Started the game yesterday against the Dodgers at second base and went 0 for 3 at the plate yesterday. This pitch bounces in. Check swing and appeal. Nick Lentz, the umpire at first, says he didn't go. And that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Zeke, slightly open stance, upright in the box. Right foot near that back line, not all the way onto it. As Gilbert slowly goes into his motion, delivers the pitch, a swing and a miss. Breaking ball there. And the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't think Gilbert has yanked out the splitter yet. It's a pitch that he threw 20% of the time last year. And when we take a look at some of these numbers and how pitchers and hitters performed over the course of the season, Gilbert missed a little time last year. Here's a breaking pitch, bounce to third, charged by Emerson. Neat little pick on the run. His throw on the money. And Duran is retired. Nice play by Emerson, the young prospect. He's just 20 years of age. And Mariners folks think that while he probably won't be on the opening day roster, that they'll see him at some point in Seattle this season. So a nice play there by Emerson. 1 gone. And here's Tyler Wade. Wade had a really good game yesterday, both offensively and defensively. Left-handed hitter getting the start in center today. And here's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Wade made the best defensive play in the win over the Dodgers yesterday with a leaping grab of a line smash off the bat of Ryan Ward. defensive play that is saved at least 2 runs as Gilbert fires outside. And the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And at the plate, Wade went 2 for 2 in that 7-6 victory over the Dodgers. Couple of singles, and he also scored a run. The 1-1 check swing, that pitch is down. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Wade last year played 59 games for the Padres, so he did his spring training right here last season. Wade now 31 years of age, a veteran of 9 big league seasons. Outside shot of making the opening day roster as a non-roster invitee. This pitch just over the outside corner for a strike, and that'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Wade, with his 2 for 2 yesterday, is now 8 for 13 this spring. If you get near the end of March and you're batting over 600 as a non-roster invitee, you're probably knocking on the door of making that opening day roster. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss, and that looked like the splitter there from Gilbert to take care of Wade for the second out here in the top of the second.
Yeah, there was some nasty screwball action on that pitch.
Just to give you an idea of how truly devastating that pitch was for Gilbert last season. Opponents only hit 119 against that offering and only slugged 200. So here's Mark Canha now. These two have met. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Canha DHing again today and trying to make this Ranger ball club a late minor league signing here as a non-roster invitee. The 0-1, that pitch is down. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Canha was limited to 46 games with the Royals last year, having had 2 different injured list stints. One because of a hip, the other because of his left elbow. The 1-1, Gilbert misses low and outside, and that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Canha, a guy who not only has been able to hit lefties, but he's also hit righties. In fact, his career batting average against righties is a little bit better than his average against lefties. Here's a check swing roller right off the rubber near second. Charged there by Young. His throw to first just does get Canha for the final out in the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Rangers here in the second. We've played an inning and a half in Peoria, and it's Seattle 2 and Texas nothing. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
There are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com.
As the original American single malt from Texas, Balcones Distilling has been leading the recently ratified American single malt movement from the beginning, right from the heart of Texas. Whether using high-quality Texas grains, collaborating with the uncompromising climate, or adapting to let local flavors flourish, Balcones intentionally crafts every bottle of award-winning whiskey to deliver a true taste of this great state. Balcones, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly. Energy Transfer is excited to support the Texas Rangers. As one of the country's largest energy companies, we proudly move oil and gas products through our 120,000 miles of underground pipelines to power our communities and make our lives possible.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The What a Deal, now at What a Burger. For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
Bottom half of the second inning, and the Rangers behind here 2-0. Cole Young with a 2-run home run in the first inning. Bottom third of the order coming up here for Seattle. Kisner, the former Ranger, followed by Rivas and then Montez. Jacob Latz threw 19 pitches in that first inning, giving up a couple of runs on 3 hits. And here's Kisner, right-handed hitting catcher, He'll look at a pitch over the inner half for strike one. Kisner, who played in 35 games with the Rangers back in 2024, and when he got into games, just never got on track offensively, hit just 167. The previous season with the St. Louis Cardinals, Kisner hit 10 home runs and had an OPS over 700, but that just didn't translate a couple of years ago with the Rangers. Latz fires high, and the count is now at a ball and a strike. Kisner's first 5 seasons in the big league spent with the Cardinals. 1-1, lifted out into right field. This is Hellman going to work. He'll get to the spot, and he makes the one-hand grab. Kisner first out here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Leo Rivas. Kisner, by the way, played a little bit for San Francisco last year. Looking to hook on as the backup to Cal Raleigh here in 2026. So here's Leo Rivas, the switch hitter. He'll swing from the right side. 28-year-old native of Maracay in Venezuela. Little guy, 5'7", about 150 pounds. And Latz deals outside for ball one to Rivas. Rivas, 48 games with the Mariners last year. Didn't do much against right-handed pitching. Did do some damage against lefties. Overall hit 244. He'll take this pitch over the outside part of the plate for a strike. And then he'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Rivas hit 306 against Southpaws last season. Just a little over 200 against righties. He'll pop this one up high into the air. Berger angling out down the right field line, veering back more toward right field. Makes the catch. He kind of ran in asymptotal fashion down the right field line, almost touching the line. But then the ball, carried by the wind, forced Berger to run a little to his left and veer away from the line to make that catch with Hellman close by. 2 men out of the inning. And that will bring up the right fielder, Lazaro Montes. Big guy out of Cuba, 21 years of age, goes 6'5". First offering to him from Latz is outside for ball one. This pitch outside and low. 2 balls, no strikes. The sensors are scrambling. I can say asymptotal, right? Meaning like an asymptote? Mathematicians out there. All right, here's a pitch that's lifted out into center field. Racing to his right is Tyler Wade. He'll make the catch on the run. And Latz has a very different second inning. He retires the side in order. We'll go to the third. It's 2-0 Mariners. This is Rangers Spring Training Baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is Elvis Andrews, 2-time Major League Baseball All-Star and 2025 Texas Rangers Baseball Hall of Fame inductee. As a former Major League Baseball player, I understand the importance of having a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, Bailey & Gallion has been representing people just like you that have been injured on the job.
Call Bailey & Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get the treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey & Gallion, the official law firm sponsor of the Texas Rangers, to solve your legal puzzle.
It's come down to this moment. Bottom of the ninth and 2 outs. The Rangers need a run.
The toughest moments call for strong support.
Pitcher quickly checks first base. And the pitch.
That's why people trust Globe Life.
Deep to right field. Back. It's out of here.
That's why millions of people trust Globe Life to help protect what matters most.
That's a big win for the Rangers.
Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Ever wondered what it takes to move all the gear to support 75 players, a dozen trainers, and a Palomino to Surprise, Arizona? PGL, Rangers captain, and all your Texas Rangers know that it's a big job. And PGL is proud to be the official team logistics partner.
Visit shippgl.com/Rangers or call 833-SHIP-PGL to talk with one of our experts to take care of your business. From Surprise to Singapore and everywhere in between, we'll get you in the game.
All right, Logan Gilbert went 2 innings his first time out. This is his second appearance of the spring, and so, as is usually the case, trying to get another inning under his belt. So far, 34 pitches for the tall right-hander as he takes on the Rangers here in the third. Hellman, Cawley, and Osuna, 8, 9, and 1 in the order, due up here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Seattle. 0-1-0 across for the Rangers. Here's Hellman, one of the Little Rascals from 2025. He's the not-so-little of the Little Rascals bunch. And this first pitch across at the knees for a strike. Hellman, in 38 games with Texas last year, hit .232, had 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. 29 years of age, product of Texas A&M. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking pitch, and that's right over the outside edge for a strike. Well thrown curve that time by Gilbert, and the count now at no balls and 2 strikes. Hellman asking for time, stepping out. We've seen Hellman this spring in left field, getting a chance to play right field today. Gilbert, deep sigh on the hill, steps back with the left leg and comes home with a 2-strike pitch. Misses high with a fastball at 96, and that'll make it a ball and 2 strikes. Hellman, a waiver claim from the Pirates last May, just a few days after the Pirates had claimed him from the Cardinals. He spent some time early in the season with Memphis. This pitch is outside, and the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spent a pretty good amount of time with Round Rock, once coming over to the Rangers. Gilbert setting at the belt, delivers the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. The pitch got in on the right-handed batter. Hellman strikes out. He is the 3rd strikeout victim for Logan Gilbert, and that will bring up Cam Cawley. Cawley batting 9th in the order, and once again just out to a great start here in spring training. Cawley 6 for 19, so batting over 300 this spring, and 4 of his 6 hits have been doubles. And he swings here and drills one deep out into left. Davis going back. He turns to look. This is off the track. No, it went into and back out of the bullpen. That's a home run for Cam Cawley. Cawley's first of the spring. He had 15 home runs last year with Double-A Frisco. He'll give a bit of a low 5 there to Corey Ragsdale and then come across with the Rangers' first run. It's now 2-1.
He's one of these guys who, it seems every time he plays, he does something to impress the coaching staff. He did it last year, and here he is again.
And impressing not only offensively, but defensively as well. Back to the top of the order now, and Alejandro Osuna, who looks at a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. And Logan Gilbert just a little stunned as he watched that one fly out of here. Osuna pops one up foul in front of the Seattle dugout, third base side, but this one will hit the screen above the dugout and roll to the folks in the first row of seats, and the count to Osuna, who singled off of Gilbert his first time up. Behind in the count here at 0-2. So Cawley with that home run, now 7 for 20 this spring. 4 doubles, a home run, 3 runs batted in. He's also drawn a walk and is not doing anything to dissuade the Rangers from seeing him this season at the big league level. Osuna takes one low and outside, and the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, he's getting much more playing time this year. But, 2 years ago, he had 19 at-bats all spring, and he hit .368. He's already exceeded the 19 at-bats, and last year he only had 5 at-bats, but he went 3 for 5 with a homer.
There's a ground ball sharply hit the second. Young to his left, scoops it up, makes the short toss to get Osuna for the second out. And that'll bring up Jake Berger. Cawley, just 23 years of age. He was a 3rd-round pick of the Rangers back in 2021. And again, just doing everything he possibly can to crack the big league lineup. All right, time is called. Manager Dan Wilson out to the hill, and looks like that's going to be all for Logan Gilbert. They'll go 2 2/3 here today and get a nice round of applause from the Mariner faithful. So we've got 2 out, nobody on, top of the 3rd. Rangers now trailing 2-1. New pitcher coming in for Seattle. And as he warms up, we pause for this. You're listening to Spring Training Baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
Hey, Rangers fans. The 2026 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the Rangers action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Rangers games or to any other live event in the greater Dallas area, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your Texas Rangers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Right-hander Nick Davila coming in out of the Seattle bullpen. And he throws ball 1 here to Jake Berger. Berger batting with the bases empty and 2 men out. Rangers down 2-1. Davila with the pitch. That's at the top of the zone. Evens the count here to a ball and a strike. Berger grounded out to third his first time up. Davila, a career minor leaguer, 5 seasons in the minor leagues last year, spending the entire season with Double-A Arkansas. He misses low and away. Falls behind Berger now at 2-1. With the Travelers, Davila was 1-4 with a 3.55 ERA over 39 relief appearances in 50 2/3 innings. He also had 4 saves last season. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. And the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Berger with his ground ball out in the first, now 3 for 12 this spring. One of those hits a home run. He'll ask for time, step out, readjust the batting gloves, and then dig back in. Even stance for Jake as he looks out to the new right-hander. High set away from the chest, and now the pitch. And he misses low and outside. So a full count here to Berger with Kyle Higashioka waiting on deck. Our sky today similar to yesterday. Some wispy, thin white clouds mixed in with some azure blue. A swing and a miss by Berger. He went after what looked like a hard slider away. Then he'll strike out here toward the final out in the top of the 3rd. Rangers get a run, though, on the homer to left by Cam Cauley. And after 2.5, it's now 2-1 Mariners. You're listening to Rangers Spring Training Baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
With Quick Trip's new $4 Deal-Licious combo, choose from over 98,303 lunches. Choose one of 18 QT drinks, any roller grill item. Oh, did I calculate sauces? 504,685 lunch combos. Choose one of 18 QT drinks, any roller grill item, and a bag of QT chips. Wait, there are multiple flavors. With Quick Trip's new $4 Deal-Licious combo, you have a lot of options. Only for limited time, only at QT.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
All right, bottom half of the third. Mariners top third of the order coming up. Jacob Latz back out there. Latz with 28 pitches through the first couple of innings. And it's Victor Robles to get things started. Robles singled to left and scored on the Young home run to put Seattle on the board. So Latz, after retiring the side in order in the second, has set down 5 in a row. See if he can keep that going here with Robles digging in on the right side. Robles a closed stance. Don't see that very often as the left-hander throws this one in high. 4-1. Latz lifts the leg. The 1-0 pitch popped up high into the air but fouling out of play right side. And that'll even things up here to a ball and a strike. Yeah, we mentioned that Latz as a starter last year in his 8 starts held opponents to a .623 OPS. Here's a swing and a foul back into the netting. And the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Latz even better against left-handed hitters. Lefties put up an OPS against him last year of just .541. The 1-2. And that pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If the Rangers indeed decide to go with Latz in that 5th starter spot, that would be 2 left-handers in the rotation, along with Mackenzie Gore. The 2-2. Looped, shallow right center. Peeling back is Josh Smith, and on the run, he'll haul it in. Nice play there by Josh, going back into his left. So Robles, first out here in the bottom half of the third. Brings up Cole Young. Hey, want to alert you to the fact that the Rangers and Globe Life now with the Globe Life Texas Rangers baseball and softball grant program. We're going to tell you a little bit about it here as the Mariners bat in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Young is in for a strike. The program is designed to provide financial support for nonprofit organizations, cities, and schools that need help for their baseball and softball programs across the Rangers' 5-state territory. This next pitch is down, and the count to Young at a ball and a strike. Now, funding can support capital projects, equipment, program expenses, and uniforms. And grant applications are going to be accepted starting today all the way through June the 30th. Young, the left-handed hitter, takes a pitch here on the outside edge for a strike, 1-2. And recipients will be notified and recognized later this summer. Applications are currently available by going to rangers.com/grants. Latz throws a fastball outside, and the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So check that out. Again, rangers.com/grants for the Globe Life Texas Rangers baseball and softball grant program. The 2-2. Swing and a foul, and Young got just a piece of that one to foul it back. You know, Young hit that home run off of Latz, off of a 1-0 slider back in the first, and Latz pretty much usually throws his slider only to right-handed hitters. He doesn't throw it to lefties very much. And we saw him throwing a few sliders to lefties in the first inning, including the one that got hit out. Here's a pop-up, shallow center, racing in is Wade, and he'll make the catch to retire Young for the second out. So that might be one of those things that Jacob is working on, seeing just how well the slider works against lefties, although he got some negative feedback from Cole Young there in the first inning. And the slider was another very good pitch for Latz last year. Overall, opponents hit just 174 against that pitch. And you know how many home runs he gave up on a slider last year?
Probably none.
1. Just 1. Here's Refsnyder, and he'll take one down the middle for a strike. Refsnyder, the DH, here for Seattle. With Boston last year, he hit 9 home runs. And that was his 4th season with the Red Sox. He's been with a number of other clubs as he pops this one up over near first. Berger shuffling to his left, still on the dirt, veers back to his right, and just shy of the outfield grass makes the catch. Jacob Latz is retired 8 in a row. We've played 3 here in Peoria. Rangers trail the Mariners 2-1. This is Rangers Spring Training Baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
Life's a team sport. You need a team your family can count on. Medical City Healthcare, the official healthcare system of the Texas Rangers, and one of North Texas's largest healthcare providers, offers comprehensive, compassionate care, advanced technology, and personalized treatment for your entire family. Trusted care when you need it most. Medical City Healthcare, a team you can count on.
Texas knows tradition, and this March a new one hits the streets. You've seen touchdowns and home runs, but nothing like IndyCar speed ripping through Arlington, Texas. Fearless drivers, crowds loud enough to match 700 horsepower. It's an action-packed weekend filled with concerts, entertainment, and racing. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the whole crew. The first ever Java House Grand Prix of Arlington is coming. This isn't our first rodeo, just our fastest. Get your tickets at gparlington.com.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Wake up to the latest Rangers news, highlights, and opinions with Sean and RJ. Morning 6 to 10 on your home of Rangers baseball. 105.3 The Fan.
The Mariners take a 2-1 lead into the 4th inning and turn the pitching over to Ryan Sloan. He's a 20-year-old right-hander from Aurora, Illinois. Drafted out of high school. Second-round pick in 2024, divided last year between their 2 A-ball clubs, Everett and Modesto. Had a 3.44 ERA and 18 starts with Modesto. To start the 4th inning, he'll face Higashioka, Smith, and Duran. And apparently the PitchCom device is not working for Ryan Sloan. So the book is now closed on Logan Gilbert. He went 2 1/3. He allowed 1 run on the Cam Cauley home run. He permitted 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Davila faced 1 batter, Berger, and struck him out. And now it is Sloan against Higashioka to start the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. And a check swing, and Higashioka went around. Badly fooled, it appeared, on that pitch. That one coming in at 98.9. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. We've picked up some hazy cloudiness here. We had very blue skies when we started, but the sky is now more white than it is blue. Here's the pitch. A swing and a high fly ball to right field. Not very deep. In his tracks, it is Montes with the catch. 1 away. And let's pause for station identification on the Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Mariners 2, Rangers 1 in the 4th, and Josh Smith is next. He flied out to center field his first time up. The pitch to the left-handed batter is swung on and fouled back. The Rangers single-game tickets are on sale now. You can get them at rangers.com/single-game. That first homestand starting on April the 3rd features 3 against Ellie De La Cruz and the Reds, and then 3 against these Mariners. Swing and a miss. A Mariner lineup that will look very different from the one we're seeing today. We'll have to deal with the likes of Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh, J.P. Crawford. Josh Naylor comes back as their first baseman. Brendan Donovan over from St. Louis as their third baseman. There's a strike on the outside corner. Sloan strikes out Smith as that pitch called a strike. And is Josh going to appeal that or not? He's having a conversation now with Dylan Wilson. He did not think that pitch was a strike, but he did not exercise the ABS challenge. We haven't seen a challenge yet today.
Yep.
Yesterday, by this point, we had seen about a half a dozen of them.
And the Dodgers had already exhausted their challenges by this point. So my only thought there is that he said that Josh didn't indicate right away that he wanted a challenge.
Yeah, I guess that must be it. And the pitch to Duran is a breaking ball outside for ball one. Duran grounded to third his first time. Duran playing third today. Josh Young's out of action for at least 10 days with an adductor strain. There's a pitch down and away, and that is called a strike on a cutter. Borderline pitch that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider outside. Yesterday, Jonah Bride started at third. Richie Martin Jr. picked him up in the 6th inning. And that's how the Rangers handled the hot corner yesterday. The pitch. Cracked foul down the right field line and out of play. Rangers in at 5-5, Mariners at 3-5-1. The best record among American League teams so far this spring belongs to the Yankees, who just won their 8th game. They are 8-2. And some of their big hitters are already doing big damage in the Grapefruit League. 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Paul Goldschmidt, 7 for 14 with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. Aaron Judge, 2 homers and 4 RBIs in the early going. He's only had 11 at-bats. The Major League RBI leader is Edgar Caro, the White Sox catcher from Cuba. He has 9 RBIs. Duran swings, rolls one out to short. Leo Rivas guns over the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Sloan. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Rangers 1 on the Rangers Radio Network.
There are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com.
Hall of Fame linebacker Mike Singletary is always cool under pressure.
Not always. Last summer, our AC went out and our house was hot. One of my cool friends recommended Baker Brothers at callbakernow.com. They came out, diagnosed the problem, and told us what they needed to do to fix it. They were professionals and did exactly what they said they were going to do. Wow.
If you need your AC repaired or replaced, go to callbakernow.com. Great service.
Energy Transfer is excited to support the Texas Rangers. As one of the country's largest energy companies, we proudly move oil and gas products through our 120,000 miles of underground pipelines to power our communities and make our lives possible.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
The pride of South Lake Carroll and TCU, Tyler Alexander is on the mound for the Rangers. Texas on the short end of a 2-1 score as we hit the bottom of the 4th. Brennan Davis, Connor Joe, and Colt Emerson to bat for Seattle this inning. Alexander has worked twice this spring, a total of 3 innings, allowing no runs on 2 hits. The southpaw working in short sleeves on this warm day. It was 88 degrees when we got started. He divided last year between the Brewers and the White Sox. In 31 games with the White Sox, he posted a 4.26 ERA. The year before was with Tampa, and then his first 5 big league seasons with the Detroit Tigers, who made him a second-round pick in 2015 out of TCU. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter as Brennan Davis steps in. He singled in the first and is now 7 for 12 this spring, and he takes high for ball 1. Davis batting cleanup today for manager Dan Wilson. Alexander at the belt and to the plate. There's a swing and a miss on a changeup at 84 miles an hour. Alexander, born in Chicago, but moved to the Metroplex shortly after being born, was a Ranger fan growing up. Went to a lot of games at the old ballpark. The pitch is in, a bit inside for a ball. The count is 2-1. Davis touched his helmet, but the pitch was called a ball. I don't think he was trying to challenge. I think he was just adjusting his helmet, or maybe just one of those nervous ticks. 2-1 pitch fouled to the left off the screen in front of Seattle's dugout. So the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The only guy I think in big league history that if he had the ABS system available to him that would have challenged a ball would have been Albert Bell. No, I don't want to walk. I would like to continue to hit, please.
Yeah, could you do that as a hitter? 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Davis is out. Alexander racks up a strikeout, and the first man he faces. And Connor Joe is coming up next. That's a really good question. Could a hitter challenge a ball call?
You know, if there's 3-1, if the count's 3-1.
Yeah.
And if he challenges it and it's a strike, well, he stays in the count.
I will have to ask that.
Yeah, I don't know why not.
I like that. Joe struck out his first time. He takes outside for a ball. The line on Jacob Latz, by the way, doesn't look bad. He gave up 2 runs in 3 innings, but he retired the last 8 men in a row. For the outing, 3 hits. They all came in the first inning. No walks and 1 strikeout for Latz. So he's now worked 5 innings this spring. He's allowed 5 hits and 2 runs. 2-0 the count. And here's the pitch. Grounded foul off to the left. You know, we've been recounting the battle between Rocker and Latz for the number 5 starter spot. Now, Rocker has pitched twice already. First one was very good. The second one was good until his 3rd inning of work, and gave up some runs in the 3rd inning. The stats aren't really what they go by in the booth next door where Chris Young and Ross Fenstermacher are watching the game. There's a swing and a roller to 3rd. Turan's got it over to 1st, charging the slow hopper and retiring Connor Joe. So there are 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1, Seattle leading.
They look relaxed over there. Nick Hundley also over there.
What a talent in that booth.
Yeah.
Rocker in 4 2/3 has given up 3 runs on 7 hits so far. Colt Emerson, lefty against lefty, and he takes low for ball 1. Emerson flied to center his first time up. Now 4 for 14 for the spring. Here's the pitch, and that is low. Drafted out of high school in Ohio by the Mariners. And if you read the articles about the Mariners online, there's constant mention of Julio Rodriguez and the way he made the club at age 20, and the fact that they may be giving Emerson the same opportunity. Pitches outside 3-0. Again, he can play second, third, and short. Brendan Donovan is going to play one of those positions, and J.P. Crawford will play one of them when he's healthy. He's not right now. But maybe there's a spot to win some playing time away from Cole Young at second. There's a swing and a towering fly to center, and Tyler Wade moves to his right to grab it. A 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Alexander, and we're heading for the 5th. It's 2-1 Seattle on the Rangers Radio Network.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Like our original gold-rimmed Bluebell homemade vanilla, the country's gold standard of ice cream flavors since 1969. Its hand-cranked taste takes you back to simpler times. That's why we put the word home right on the carton.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Gabe Mosser is the new pitcher for the Seattle Mariners as we go to the fifth today. Seattle leading by the score of 2-1. We have a new first baseman, 2 for the M's. Carson Taylor replaces Connor Joe. Mosser out of Shippensburg University in Pennsylvania, an 18th round pick by the Padres in 2018. Last year divided the season between Reading and Lehigh Valley. A minor league free agent, a back-of-the-book guy. And here comes Tyler Wade to lead off for the Rangers against Gabe Mosser. Mosser had a 5.29 ERA in 17 starts at Lehigh Valley and a 5.01 ERA in 8 starts at Reading last year. And he is the 4th man to take the mound for the Mariners today, following Gilbert, Davila, and Sloan. Sloan a perfect 1-2-3-4. Mark Canha on deck, then Michael Hillman. And the pitch is a curve that drops in there for a strike. It is 0-1. Third baseman Colt Emerson plays way in on the grass against a possible bunt from Tyler Wade. The pitch in there for a strike. That was a cutter. Came in through the back door, and we're getting a challenge on that one, the first one of the day. Tyler Wade did not like that call. Thought that pitch was high, I imagine. And as we see it again, he is correct. The call's overturned. The Rangers retain their 2 challenges. Mosser back to work, hands down to the waist, up to the shoulders and to the plate. There's a swing and a miss. He's got a nasty curveball. That's a beauty, and the count now at a ball and 2 strikes.
And that really came boring in on Wade. But, and there, Wade, in issuing that challenge, he'd be out now if he didn't.
Yeah. Strikeout victim his first time up. He takes inside here on a sinking fastball, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow, Rangers face the Guardians. Nathan Eovaldi will be on the mound. Slade Ciccone for Cleveland. No broadcast of that game. 2-2 pitch. Hammered in the air to deep center field. Robles going back to the track at the wall. It is off the base of the wall. Tyler Wade glides into second base with a double, and he is now 10 for 15 for the spring. He is a .667 hitter as he continues to make a very solid bid to win a spot on the bench.
And again, credit him for using that ABS challenge to be able to stay in the at-bat to where he could get a pitch that he could handle. The wind is really kicked up here now, and the wind helped to carry that beyond Robles and off the base of the wall in center.
Mark Canha is next. He grounded to second his first time up. 3 for 13 on the spring. And he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Canha, a lifetime .248 hitter with 121 career home runs, primarily with the Oakland A's.
Orlando Martinez now running for Wade out at second base.
Right, so he'll go home 10 for 15 on the spring. There's a swing and a liner up the middle. There's a base hit for Canha. They hold the pinch runner Martinez over at third base with nobody out. And the Rangers are cooking here in the 5th, down 1-0, but with runners at first and third and nobody out. And Michael Hillman coming to the plate against the righty Gabe Mosser.
Right fielder, Michael Hillman.
Hillman his first time out, struck out. That was against Logan Gilbert. Rangers had a come-from-behind win over the Dodgers yesterday and wound up with 10 hits in the ballgame. Dodgers had 11. Texas with 4 today, while the Mariners have 3. Infield at double play depth. They would surrender the tying run to turn 2. The pitch, it's a bunt by Hillman, and he fouled it off on a slow curveball. And Hillman appeared to be trying to bunt for a hit. No doubt figuring at the very least he would bring that runner in from third base. but he bunted over the top of the ball and just tapped it foul. 0-1 the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss. There's that curveball from Mosser. And the count at 0-2.
One other defensive change for Seattle. Spencer Packard is now in left field. So you've got Packard in left, Taylor at first.
All right, thank you. Packard moves into the cleanup spot. The pitch to Hellman, check swing. He went around, chased that curveball outside. That is a big strikeout for Mosser with men at first and third and nobody out. So now one away, and here comes Cam Cauley to the plate. Cauley hit his first home run of the spring back in the third inning to get the Rangers on the board. He has 4 doubles, which is tied for the major league lead. And consequently, with an OPS right up to the minute of 1,081, which among qualified players is second in the majors to Jack Caglione of the Royals. Here's the pitch. It is outside. There are some others with higher OPS figures, including Sam Haggerty of the Rangers, but they haven't had enough at-bats to qualify. Whatever the number of at-bats is you actually need in spring training to qualify. It's not 3.1 per game as it is in the regular year, of course. He pitches a strike to Cauley over the outside corner. It's 1-1.
I think somebody just gets up in the major league office every day and goes, you know what, 18 looks like a good number.
Yeah, it's good today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-1 Seattle. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. They're a double play depth still, and a double play right now would end the inning and preserve Seattle's lead. Cauley, by the way, is from the Houston area. Went to Barbers Hill High School, 3rd-round pick by the Rangers. Hit .253 last year at Frisco with 15 homers. He also stole 28 bases. The pitch is outside. And I noticed in the Ranger Media Guide this year, he's listed at 5'10". He'd previously been listed at 5'9". He's 23 years of age. Maybe he's still growing.
Growth spurt at 22.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. He struck him out swinging on a sinker. So 2 huge strikeouts for Mosser. He gets the number 8 and 9 batters with runners at first and third. And it's up to Aaron Zavala to make sure the Rangers do not waste this glittering scoring opportunity, trailing by a run. Zavala 6 for 15 for the spring, had a 2-home run game, and has 5 runs batted in. He's the only Ranger this spring with multiple home runs. Osuna was 1 for 2 in this spot. Now joins Team Mexico. They have a busy week coming up. The runner goes, the pitch is taken, the throw to second, and diving in head first, Canna is easily out. Well, the Rangers waste a great chance. They had 2 hits, leave a man at third base, and we're going to the bottom of the 5th with Seattle still leading 2-1 on the Rangers Radio Network.
With X the Cash scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could multiply the cash by 30, 50, 100, or even 200 times. And when you multiply the cash, you multiply the celebration. With top prizes from $60,000 up to $1 million, it's the easiest way to multiply your luck or enter for a chance to win VIP experiences. Play X the Cash scratch tickets today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Hey fans, my birthday benefit concert is coming up on May 14th at the Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas, starring Chuck Prophet and his Cumbia Shoes and Sammy Ray and the Friends. All the proceeds go to Grant Halliburton Foundation. Tickets are on sale now at longhornballroom.com. It's a Ranger off night. Hope you'll join us. 2-1, Seattle leading into the bottom of the fifth. Tyler Alexander retired the side in order in the fourth. He's back for another inning. And the southpaw misses outside, ball one. Andrew Kisner, the batter, flat out to right. Right-handed hitting catcher. Kisner now 1 for 6 on the spring. Alexander works from a stretch. Set at the letters, it comes home, and there's a strike on the inside corner. Cutter from Alexander at 86. He's not a hard thrower. More of a crafty left-hander. Rivas on deck, and then Montez for the Mariners. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. And that is zipped in there for a strike. We've talked about that Rangers' first homestand, which features Cincinnati and Seattle. The second homestand is a 3-team stand with the Pirates, the A's, and the Yankees coming to town. Here's a swing and a foul back. And the Yankees again with an early visit. They'll be in for night games on the 27th and 28th of April. That's a Monday and Tuesday. And then a day game on Wednesday, the 29th. And then the Rangers the following week go to New York and play 3 at Yankee Stadium. And that's the entire season series between the Rangers and Yankees. It'll be done by the end of the first week in May. Pitch to Kisner is swung on and missed. And there's 1 out here to start the bottom of the fifth. Mariners on top 2-1, and Leo Rivas is next. Rivas popped up to first, his first time up. The wind appears to have picked up here in Peoria. We had hardly any when the ball game started. That pitch is in there for a strike. It is 0-1. Alexander back to the plate, and a bouncer hit foul on the third base side. Officially, the wind is at 4 miles an hour, and it is out toward right center field. But based on the flags atop the hitter's backdrop in center field, that looks a lot stronger than 4 miles an hour. It is 89 degrees here. The humidity in the West Valley, 19% today.
Not too shabby.
0-2. And that pitch just off the plate outside. The World Baseball Classic teams get going this week with some exhibition games against major league teams. Cuba will be playing Kansas City in our ballpark on Tuesday. Mexico will be playing Arizona. The pitch is low for a ball. Mexico plays Arizona on Tuesday. They play the Dodgers on Wednesday. And then they actually begin the tournament against Great Britain on Friday in Houston. And that's where Alejandro Osuna and Robert Garcia will be playing. A 2-2 pitch. That's high. And the count 3-2 on Rivas with Lázaro Montes on deck. The Rangers probably have one of the smaller contingents of players participating in the WBC. There's a swing, and that one is hooked down the left field line. That's in there for extra bases. Rolling all the way to the warning track. It is backhanded there by Zavala as Rivas trots into second base for the double. That is the first hit for the Mariners since the first inning, as Latz retired 8 in a row, and Alexander has set down 4 straight prior to that double by the number 8 batter, Leo Rivas.
3-2 fastball that time from Alexander, and Rivas putting a nice swing on him. Seems like it's gotten even sunnier. I had to put my sunglasses on because I was starting to get a glare going. I've got the quadfocals now for the first time.
All right. Yeah. First time this spring?
Yeah.
They're looking as good as ever. There's a swing by Montas and a foul ball back. Montas wearing that Aaron Judge number 99, and he's almost as big as Judge, not quite that big. And it's rare to see a player this size from Cuba. You know, with nutrition being what it is in Cuba these days, you don't see many athletes who look much like Lázaro Montes there. 0-1. There's a bouncer back toward the mound. Alexander lets it go. It's charged by the second baseman, Smith, and he throws out Montes, who appeared to have pretty good speed. He's got big power, 32 home runs in the minors last year. He was considered their number 3 prospect. Played an A-ball and AA. Almost beat that, but Josh Smith made a nice play. So a runner at third and 2 outs.
We were talking about Cam Cauley and joking about a growth spurt, but Montes might still have a growth spurt in him. He's only 21.
Yeah, you're right. 2-1 Seattle leading for Robles. He singled in the first inning, scored on a Cole Young homer, popped out in the third. Ranger run came on a Cam Cauley homer in the third. And the pitch is fouled back. It is 0-1 on Victor Robles. Cole Young, the on-deck batter. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Check swing roller, past the mound, charged it short by Cauley. Throws on the run, and he got him. And Alexander gets out of the inning. He puts up a couple of zeros today. No runs on a hit. And a man left at second base. 5 innings complete. It's Seattle 2 and the Rangers 1 on the Rangers Radio Network.
Ever wondered what it takes to move all the gear to support 75 players, a dozen trainers, and a Palomino to surprise Arizona? PGL, Rangers captain, and all your Texas Rangers know that it's a big job. And PGL is proud to be the official team logistics partner.
Visit shippgl.com/Rangers or call 833-SHIP-PGL to talk with one of our experts to take care of your business. From surprise to Singapore and everywhere in between, we'll get you in the game.
Hello, everyone. This is Elvis Andrews, 2-time Major League Baseball All-Star and 2025 Texas Rangers Baseball Hall of Fame inductee. As a former Major League Baseball player, I understand the importance of having a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, Bailey and Gallion has been representing people just like you that have been injured on the job.
Call Bailey and Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get the treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey and Gallion, the official law firm sponsor of the Texas Rangers, to solve your legal puzzle.
With Quick Trip's new $7 Deal-Licious combo, choose from over 32,340 dinners. Choose a QT drink. Oh, wait, 18 kinds? 164,028 dinner combos. Choose one of 18 QT drinks plus 2 slices of pizza. Oh no, but what if they mix and match slices? With Quick Trip's new $7 Deal-Licious combo, you have a lot of options. Only for a limited time, only at QT.
We are in the clubhouse, on the field, and more. Nobody covers Rangers baseball like your home of the Rangers. 105.3 The Fan.
A couple of changes for the Mariners as the Rangers come to bat here in the top half of the 6th inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. Texas trailing by a run. Glad to have you along for a little spring training action here from Peoria, Arizona today. Matt Hicks along with Eric Nadel. Matt Prelip, our engineer here in-house. And Aaron Zavala swings and rolls one foul of first, so we're underway here in the 6th. Strike one. Zavala was at the plate when Mark Canna tried to steal second and got thrown out for the final out in the top half of the 5th. Mosser giving up a couple of hits to start that inning, but extricating himself without giving up a run. This breaking pitch is outside, and the count to Aaron Zavala now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Zavala getting quite a bit of playing time. This is his 8th game played here this spring. He swings and fouls one off, and that'll make it a ball and 2 strikes. And he's having a very good spring. Zavala 6 for 15. 2 of those hits leaving the yard. 5 RBIs among the best on the club. This pitch is outside. And the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Haggerty leading the way in the RBI department early on with 7. And we saw Sam homer yesterday. Here comes the 2-2. And this ball hit on the ground right side. And it'll get between Taylor at first and Young at second. Both of them dive for it. They can't get it. It's out to Montez in right. And Aaron Zavala just continues to hit the baseball. Picks up his 7th hit of the spring as he leads off the top of the 6th with a single. So Zavala on board. And that brings up Jake Berger. Berger has grounded to third. He is also struck out. Starters going a little deeper here today as Berger swings and lines one into left center, and that gets down for the base hit. Robles is on it. He'll fire it back into third. Jake Berger with a solid single, and Mosser crafting a similar inning to what happened in the fifth. First two reach via a base hit. Now let's see if the Rangers can move the runners. More importantly, get someone in. Rangers had runners at first and third with nobody out in the fifth, and were not able to score. Jonah Bride coming in to run for Jake Berger out at first. And Bride will stay in the game to play at first base, you would imagine. So Bride being employed as the pinch runner here. Kyle Higashioka digging in. He's struck out and fly to right 0 for 2. Swings, hits one off the end of his bat. This could be trouble. Shallow right center, diving for it. Montez, and he makes the catch. Well, the big lad, the youngster out of Cuba, 6 feet 5 inches tall. He comes in and makes a diving catch in shallow right center to take a little droopy hit away from Kyle Higashioka. What a terrific play.
I heard the earth move.
Did you feel the sky tumbling down? A tumbling down?
Tumbling down. It was.
All right, Will Smith, the batter now. Will has flied to center, or Josh Smith, rather. And Josh is 0 for 2, having flied to center and struck out. First pitch is down and in for ball one. The 1-0. Swinging a hard line drive foul. That one well beyond the Ranger dugout first base side. That hits near the tarp roll, out of play. And now the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's like Carly Simon.
Carol King.
Carol King. I often confuse my Carlys and Carols. This pitch is down low, and the count to Smith at 2 balls and a strike. Well, Rangers with these 2 hits here in the 6th now out hitting the Mariners 6-4, but trailing 2-1. Zavala, the runner, at second. Bride is at first. Mosser, the right-hander, delivers. Check swing and a foul off the bat of Josh Smith. That'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, one thing that Josh would like to do this season, and that's the return to the form that he showed a couple of years ago against left-handed pitching. He had a very difficult time against lefties last year, hitting just 206, hit 263 against righties. Josh embarking upon his 5th season in the Ranger uniform. Here comes Mosser's 2-2, almost hit him down around the knees. And the count runs full here with Ezekiel Duran waiting on deck.
Yeah, hard to imagine that Smith and Duran and Latz are the Rangers with the most continuous seniority. Josh Spores, if he makes the club.
And there's a ball hit out into right center field. Lots of green grass, and it falls. Robles picks it up, rounding third. Zavala, he comes in to score. Making it to third is Bride. It's an RBI single for Josh Smith. He has tied the game at 2. So Josh Smith, who had 35 runs batted in during the regular season last year,
At the plate for Texas, third base.
delivering the RBI knock here. Now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. And this pitch down and in for ball 1 to Ezekiel Duran. I think Andrew Velasquez is in to run now for Smith at first. Zeke is grounded out twice, once to short, once to third. Looks at a strike here, and that'll even the count now to 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Rangers have come from behind win yesterday over the Dodgers, trying to do the same here today against the Mariners. The pitch from Mosser, and that shot the other way, and that gets down for the base hit. Montez plays it off to his left, trotting in from third. Bride, he scores, and the Rangers now lead 3-2. Opposite field RBI single for Ezekiel Duran. And Zeke needs a few numbers. He's had a difficult time so far this spring, but with that hit, he's now 3 for 15. That's his third RBI here in Cactus League play. Velasquez stopped at second on the play. That ball almost hung up long enough for Montez to be able to make a play in right, but it did get down. Here's Orlando Martinez, and he rips one by Taylor out into right field. A base hit. Velasquez coming in to score. Throw goes to third. It skips away from Wilson at third base. Sliding in safely is Duran. Martinez moves up to second. So the Rangers get yet another run. 3 across here in the 6th. They're up 4-2.
You know, Mosser got out of that inning in the 5th with the 2 strikeouts after runners got to first and third. Caught stealing helped him. But the Rangers now have battered him around. They've gotten 7 hits off him in 10 official at-bats.
That's not a good batting average against. Credit Martinez with a single and a run batted in. He moves up to second on the throw to third. So the Rangers just pounded out the hits. 5 of them here in the 6th. They lead 4-2. Mosser is lifted. New hurler coming on for Seattle. And as they make that change, we pause for this. This is Spring Training Baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
With extra cash scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could multiply the cash by 30, 50, 100, or even 200 times. And when you multiply the cash, you multiply the celebration. With top prizes from $60,000 up to $1 million, it's the easiest way to multiply your luck or enter for a chance to win VIP experiences. Play extra cash scratch tickets today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
With Quick Trip's new $4 Deal-Icious combo, choose from over 98,303 lunches. Choose one of 18 QT drinks, any roller grill item. Oh, did I calculate sauces? 504,685 lunch combos. Choose one of 18 QT drinks, any roller grill item, and a bag of QT chips. Wait, there are multiple flavors. With Quick Trip's new $4 Deal-Icious combo, you have a lot of options. Only for limited time, only at QT.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
All right, infield drawn in. Right-hander Jimmy Kingsbury coming in to pitch for Seattle. And his first offering here to Cooper Johnson, batting for Mark Hanna, comes inside for ball 1. So right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Runners at second and third, only 1 out. And Kingsbury finds the outside corner. And the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kingsbury, 5 seasons in the minor leagues in the Seattle system. The pitch here is lifted out into right field. Montez coming into his right, running around the ball. He gets in position, makes the catch. He lobs a throw in toward third. It is way offline. Tagging from third and coming in to score is Ezekiel Duran. I think his intent was to throw it to third. He almost threw it into the third base dugout midway between third and home. But on the play, it's a sac fly for Cooper Johnson as Duran scores to make it 5-2 Texas. It's 4 consecutive batters who have picked up a run batted in here for the Rangers. And Orlando Martinez remained at second. So you've got 1 man out, a runner at second. And here's a ball drilled deep to left. This one's got a shot at leaving the yard, and Michael Hellman does just that. He hits it over the Seattle bullpen to straightaway left. Hellman, who had 5 home runs during his time with the Rangers last year, It's a 2-run shot here. It's a 6-run inning and a 7-2 Texas lead.
Yeah, that was 5 home runs last year and under 100 at-bats. And that was a no-doubter.
So Hellman had struck out his first 2 times up today, but here cranks one to deep left. You know, Hellman had those 5 home runs with the Rangers, and he had 9 home runs at AAA. So a guy not all that big, about 6 feet tall, about 190 pounds. He's got some pop. Cam Cauley digs in here and takes this pitch for a strike. Cauley is the 9th batter here of the 6th inning for the Rangers. Kingsbury working off the extreme first base side of the rubber. He'll miss with this pitch. And the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kingsbury, a product of Villanova. Right-hander, 27 years of age. He was a 17th round pick of the Mariners back in 2021. Spent this past season at AA Arkansas, where in 44 appearances, 42 in relief, he went 5-3 with a 2.93 ERA. Breaking pitch here is shot out into center. Pulling up is Robles. It falls in front of him for a base hit. So Cauley 2 for 3. He had a solo home run to left earlier in the ball game. Cauley is now 8 for 22 here this spring. Rangers had batted around. We're back to the top of the order. Aaron Zavala coming up here. He started all of this off with a single out into right field. Kingsbury a glance over to first, and now the pitch, and this one is hit high into the air, pretty deep right center field, and it will hit the base of the wall. Headed to third is Cauley. He's being waved home. Zavala digging for third. He'll dive in ahead of the throw. The ball gets away momentarily. It's backed up by Kingsbury, and it won't go into the third base dugout. So for Aaron Zavala, an RBI triple. The hits just keep on coming, and the Rangers are up 8-2.
2 hits for Zavala in the inning. 8 hits for the Rangers in this inning, in 9 official at-bats and a sacrifice fly.
And here's Jonah Bride, who came in earlier in the inning as a pinch runner. Right-handed hitter takes this offering low and outside. 4-1. Now a swing and a slow roller left side. This is charged by Wilson from the infield grass. His throw dug out of the dirt by Taylor, and in time to retire Bride for the final out in the inning. Crazy frame. The Rangers put up 8. An 8 spot in the 6th. Or did they put up 7?
7.
7 in the 6th. 8 overall in the game. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Rangers are up 8-2. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
The Rangers Tropicalata Smoothie is back at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Now through 5/5, get one free with any food or bowl purchase. Order in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe app or online and enter promo code RANGERS2026 at checkout. This is a limited time offer only at participating Tropical Smoothie Cafe locations. Terms and conditions apply. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the official smoothie of the Texas Rangers.
Rangers are making a whole bunch of changes here. We'll try to get to them as we watch Seattle bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Into pitch now is the right-hander Ryan Lobos. Lobos, who spent the season last year at Frisco, 25-year-old right-hander, originally from Marietta, Georgia. Went 7-3 with a 3.48 ERA for the Rough Riders. Most of that in relief, and the right-hander's first pitch is in for a strike here to Cole Young. Or no, this is Blake Rambush batting for Young. Next pitch is outside, and the count now at 1-1 strike. I believe it's pronounced Rambush. Batting in the number 2 spot in the order. Now this next pitch from Lobos is down, and that'll make it 2-1 strike. Lobos, in his 4th season in the Rangers organization, signed back in July of 2023 as a non-drafted free agent. Here's a ground ball to short, and in and out of the glove of the shortstop. It had been Cam Cauley, but Andrew Velasquez now in it short, and so he commits the error that allows Rambush to reach. Jonah Bride, who pinch ran in the top half of the inning, remains in at first. Willie McIver is now in doing the catching. Rob Refsnyder, the batter, he is grounded out and flied out. His first offering from Lobos is outside for ball 1. So Velasquez in for Smith in the lineup, but playing at short now. Lobos with a breaking pitch that misses inside to the right-handed hitter, and that'll make it 2 balls and no strikes.
The Rangers' second baseman is John Taylor right now.
All right. Taylor shaded up the middle here for Refsnyder as Lobos turns, throws to first, and Rambush back to the bag safely. Wind continues to blow out here on this hot Sunday afternoon in Peoria. From the stretch, the 2-0 is hit hard but foul down the left field line. And that'll make it 2-1 strike. Richie Martin Jr. is now at third.
It looks like Zavala has moved to right field, and we've got a new left fielder.
And a swing and a foul tip. McIver holds on. Levels the count now to Refsnyder at 2 strikes.
Jake Snyder is the left fielder.
With Zavala moving over into right. And here's a ball hit high into the air, deep left field. Snyder going to work. He's back to the track. He's at the wall, and he makes the catch as he bangs into the padded wall. Rambush retreats to first. Nice play there by Snyder. Going back, had it measured and made a little bit of a leap into the wall as he made the catch. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Spencer Packard.
So that brings up Spencer Packard. Packard, who came on in the 5th inning defensively for Davis in left, getting a chance to swing the bat for the first time. Standing in on the left side, he takes this pitch for strike 1. Infield here, playing the left-handed hitter to pull, so too in the outfield. Though Zavala in right is more straight up. Here's a bouncer to first. Bride has it to second for 1. Velasquez back to first. His throw skips past Lobos covering. It goes off the netting in front of the Rangers dugout. So they'll get the lead runner. Rambush forced there. First baseman to the shortstop. Packard reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the first baseman, Carson Taylor. Taylor, a left-handed hitter. wonder if the Mariners have an Edsel in their system. Into a game with Packard. This pitch inside to the left-handed hitting Taylor for ball one. Ryan Lobus, very stingy last year in terms of giving up hits. He allowed just 51 hits in 67 and a third innings. Breaking pitch here, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count to Taylor. Not only that, but he also had a high strikeout rate, fanning 82 batters in those 67 and a third innings. Just 5 home runs allowed last season. The 1-1, wicked breaking pitch, swing, and a foul that goes off the mitt of McIver. And the count to Taylor now at 1-2. Now, earlier when the wind kicked up, it was more blowing straight out to center. Now it's a wind that's blowing out to right center or at times to right field. Good for a left-handed hitter if they can get the ball in the air. Lobus deals high, and the count to Taylor now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Martin Jr. at third is almost midway between second and third. His heels back near the outfield grass. The 2-2, swinging a ground ball right side. This is taken in by Taylor, and he'll make the short toss in time to get Taylor for the final out in the inning. No runs, no hits, and error. 1 man is left. We've played 6, and the Rangers continue to lead here 8-2. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
Texas knows tradition, and this March a new one hits the streets. You've seen touchdowns and home runs, but nothing like IndyCar speed ripping through Arlington, Texas. Fearless drivers, crowds loud enough to match 700 horsepower. It's an action-packed weekend filled with concerts, entertainment, and racing. Kids 12 and under get in free, so bring the whole crew. The first ever Java House Grand Prix of Arlington is coming. This isn't our first rodeo, just our fastest. Get your tickets at gparlington.com.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
It's come down to this moment. Bottom of the ninth and 2 outs. The Rangers need a run.
The toughest moments call for strong support.
Pitcher quickly checks first base. And the pitch.
That's why people trust Globe Life.
Deep to right field. Back. It's out of here.
That's why millions of people trust Globe Life to help protect what matters most.
That's a big win for the Rangers.
Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
We go to the 7th inning. Rangers ahead here 8-2. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves along the Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Willie McIver to get it started here for the Rangers, and he'll take a pitch that's down and in for ball one. New hurler in the ballgame now for Seattle is right-hander Blas Castano, 27-year-old right-hander who made one appearance for the Mariners last season, his big league debut. Right-hander fires outside here, and the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. Breaking pitch, then draped over the outside corner, so 2-1. The count now to McIver, right-handed batter. The 2-1, down and in, so make it 3-1. Castano, primarily a starter last year at AAA Tacoma, And the Seattle organization going 8-6 with a 5.19 ERA. 24 of his 29 appearances coming in a starting capacity. The 3-1 check swing. Did he go? An appeal. No strike, so McIver on board here with a leadoff walk. Not a lot of walks today. Rangers with that big top half of the sixth inning, getting 7 runs on 8 hits. Here's Andrew Velasquez now, who came on as a pinch runner in that 6th inning for Josh Smith. Came around to score. So Velasquez with a chance to hit here for the first time. And he looks at a breaking pitch that just misses for ball 1. The set by Castano. The kick and the pitch. And this one comes in outside. So that makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Velasquez is 2 for 15 this spring. Both of his hits doubles, including that big 2-run double in the ballgame yesterday at home against the Dodgers, helping the Rangers to a 7-6 win. This pitch popped up, foul and out of play, third base side. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Richie Martin Jr. now on deck. This pitch just a little bit off the outside. So 3-1 now to Velasquez. And now a throw over to first, and he gets away, goes into foul ground. McIver's on his way to second. This will be backed up by the second baseman, but an errant pick play. And McIver is in scoring position.
I think the error should go to the first baseman. That throw was about cap high. It was not a bad throw at all. It seemed to go right through his mitt.
All right. I'll go with that. The error at first allowing McIver to move up. The 3-1 taken calmly by Velasquez for a strike, and so the full count. They have a new shortstop in the game for Seattle. Here's a breaking pitch, big swing and a miss. Velasquez not able to at least make a little contact there, and so he strikes out for the first out here in the top of the 7th. And I believe that the new shortstop is Felnin Celestin, unless you can correct me on my pronunciation there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
All right. Montez still out in right. Breaking pitch here misses inside to Richie Martin Jr. 4-1. We do have a new center fielder as well in Johnny Farmello. The 1-0 swing and a miss. Martin seemed to be fooled by that Castano offering, and that'll square the count here to 1 ball and 1 strike. Castano, the 6th pitcher of the afternoon for the Mariners. The 1-1. And that one comes inside. Martin was looking more toward the outside part of the plate and almost walked into that pitch. He asked for time, steps out here as the count favors him now at 2 balls and 1 strike. So McIver at second, 1 out. Top half of the 7th. Rangers up by 6. Here's a check swing on a slider outside. Mariners appeal, do not get a strike, so Martin checked in time. And that'll make it 3-1.
And they did give the error to the first baseman on that pickoff throw.
All right.
A rare agreement with the official scorer in spring training.
A look back by Castano in the 3-1, and it almost hit Martin. Martin able to sort of peel away, but just at the last instant. And Castano issues the walk, so a couple of walks issued by Castano here. You've got 2 on with 1 out. The batter will be Orlando Martinez. And Martinez sharply singled to right in that 7-run 6th. Drove in a run. later came around to score. And Martinez with a big rip and a miss here, strike one. Now, Eric told you earlier that Rangers' first homestand will include the Seattle Mariners. A 3-game set against Seattle, a Monday through Wednesday series, April the 6th through the 8th. The ball hit off the end of the bat out into center field. And this is Farmelo going back into his left to make the play. So Martinez retired, 2 down in the inning. And that brings up Cooper Johnson. Seattle's other visit to Arlington will come in July, a weekend series, July the 24th through the 27th. It's a wraparound series, so it starts on a Friday, ends on a Monday. And the Mariners will host the Rangers later in April and then again in September. First pitch to Johnson in for a strike. Johnson, who pinch hit for Mark Canha in the 6th and delivered a sac fly to right, getting his second plate appearance. Runners at first and second, 2 men out here in the top of the 7th. The 0-1. And that spinner misses inside. Make it a ball and a strike. Infield now playing Johnson, the right-handed batter, to pull. The outfield playing him to go just slightly the other way. Wind continues to fire pretty strongly here to center as Castano misses outside to Johnson, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnson, upright stance. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. He tried to check but went around on that slider. And that'll even the count here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castano kicks, deals, and misses inside, moving Johnson off the plate. I think he's got a lot of movement on that breaking pitch, but doesn't necessarily have great command of it here. Missed inside on a few of those tosses to right-handed batters, and the count is now full to Johnson. Runners on the move. The 3-2 pitch lifted high into the air, but this one drifting foul and out of play over on the first base side. Our next broadcast of Rangers baseball here this spring will be coming up on Thursday as they play their complex mates, the Kansas City Royals, Thursday, March the 5th. And that's going to be a night game. Eric and I will have the call for that one for you. This coming Thursday night, here's another foul ball up and out of play just off to our right. That game will begin at 6:05 local time, so a 7:05 start back in the Metroplex. That ball drilled toward the left field corner, but hooking foul and hitting just out of play. This is a big park here in Peoria. It's 340 down the lines and 410 to center. It's 385 in the alleys. So there's a lot of ground to cover. It's one of those fields, when you look at it from our vantage point, that looks like the angle at home plate's maybe a little more than 90 degrees. As this pitch gets fouled away, it comes straight to the backstop. And this has become a lengthy at bat here. The catcher, Cooper Johnson, serving as the DH right now in what is a 9-pitch battle with Blas Castano. McIver, the runner, at second. Martin is at first. Both with big leads right now. They'll be on the move again. Here's the pitch. Check swing. The pitch is up. Ball 4. So Johnson, with a good eye, draws the walk. That's 3 walks in the inning that have them loaded here. And coming up to bat will be John Taylor, who came in the last half inning to play at second base. And that is going to be all for Castano as he will get pulled here. So the Rangers up by 6, 8-2. Have them loaded with 2 men out here in the top of the 7th. New hurler being summoned for the Mariners. And as he comes in from the bullpen in left, we pause for this. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch Wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The Whata Deal, now at What a Burger. For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
It's come down to this moment. Bottom of the ninth and 2 outs. The Rangers need a run.
The toughest moments call for strong support.
Pitcher quickly checks first base. And the pitch.
That's why people trust Globe Life.
Deep to right field. Back. It's out of here.
That's why millions of people trust Globe Life to help protect what matters most.
That's a big win for the Rangers.
Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
All right, Coastal Carolina University product, left-hander Reed Van Scooter coming into the ballgame now to pitch. Try to get this final out here for the Mariners as the Rangers look to add on with the bases loaded and 2 men out. Again, Van Scooter, 27-year-old southpaw. And the batter is John Taylor. And he gets hit by a pitch. That pitch got away from the lefty and rode up and in and got Taylor the back of his right arm right around the shoulder. So he gets hit by the pitch, picks up an RBI the hard way as McIver scores, and it's 9-2 Texas.
What a messy inning. 3 walks, a hit by pitch, an error, and 2 strikeouts.
Nary a hit to be found. Maybe one here. Jake Snyder, the batter, and Van Scooter almost hits him. Pitch comes inside for ball 1. Snyder, lefty hitter, open stance. The pitch. This one finds the outside part of the plate. And so the count to Snyder now at 1 ball and 1 strike. So everybody moving up. Martin's at third, Johnson's at second, and Taylor's at first. The 1-1 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike, so make it 1-2. Van Scooter was at AA Arkansas last year. 21 starts. He was 4-6 with a 5.38 ERA. Van Scooter turns, kicks and deals, and here's a line drive foul off the top of the screen far into the Seattle dugout. So Snyder stays alive here at 1-2. Snyder back in, looking out to Van Scooter. Van Scooter taking his time here. Now finally into his motion. Again, the 1-2 pitch and another foul ball. This one coming straight back into the screen. And Snyder goes 5'10". Originally from Waterloo, Iowa.
I know you see me.
A long pause again for the southpaw. And the 1-2, and that one spins in for a called third strike. That pitch had a lot of movement. Looked like it was going to come inside. Snyder out on strikes for the final out here in the top of the 7th. The Rangers get a run without a hit. There was an error. Bases were left loaded. 7th inning stretch time. Rangers are up 9-2. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey Rangers fans, the 2026 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the Rangers action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Rangers games or to any other live event in the greater Dallas area, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your Texas Rangers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Bottom half of the seventh inning. Ryan Lobos remains out there to pitch for the Rangers. Rangers have used just 3 pitchers so far today. Jacob Latz, who went 3 innings, gave up a couple of runs on the Cole Young home run, and then Tyler Alexander a couple of innings of shutout relief. Now Lobos, who put up a 0 in the 6th, throws strike 1 here in the 7th. The batter, Will Wilson. Wilson, right-handed hitter. The 0-1. Lobos deals high, and the count at a ball and a strike. Colt Emerson had hit in this spot and twice flied out to deep center field. And this pitch down the middle, but a swing and a miss by Wilson. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. So Wilson, Raposo, and Celestin are the new batters for Seattle here in the 7th. And here's a breaking pitch from Lobos and a good one. Swing and a foul tip. What do we have here? Count 1-2. McIver said, hey, he fouled that off and I caught it. It should be a strikeout, but Wilson's hanging in there. So I guess it's just a foul ball to keep it at 1-2. McIver's argument to Dylan Wilson, the plate umpire, falling on deaf ears. I'm just going to assume that the umpire and the batter are not related. Although one might wonder after that exchange. And now here is a wicked slider that misses outside, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, Lobos looks like he'd be really tough on righties with that sidearm delivery.
The 2-2, and this one's popped up high into the air. Snyder going back, now veering to his left. Look out. He almost collides there with Martinez, who peels out of the way. It's the left fielder, Snyder, who makes the catch to get Wilson for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. This will bring up Nick Raposo. Hey, think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Rangers are up here 9-2. And Lobos nicks the outside corner with that nasty-looking slider. Strike 1. Difference in the ball game, a 7-run top half of the 6th. Rangers scoring 7 runs on 8 hits in the inning. Swing and a miss here by Raposo. And that'll make it no balls and 2 strikes. Lobos with the 0-2, and that one comes up and in as he misses with the fastball. That one at 92. A 1-2 the count here to Raposo. But yeah, plenty of movement on all of this stuff from Lobos. The 1-2, that's fouled off the top of the screen behind home plate. Now again, at this point in the ball game, everyone that is coming up to bat for Seattle had played in the minor leagues last year. There's a swing and a miss. That pitch up and in, and Raposo is out on strikes. So he goes down on the heater. 2 down in the inning. That's the first strikeout for Lobos. And here comes Felnine Celestin. Came into the ball game back in the 6th inning defensively. And the first offering to him comes in a little bit low for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on, bottom half of the 7th. Breaking pitch here, and that snaps over the outside corner for a strike. So 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Celestin went for a pitch that was down, and he finds himself behind in the count here at 1-2. Two man out, bases clear. The 1-2 pitch lifted off the end of the bat, high into the air, but back out a play off to our left. So we'll keep it at a ball and 2 strikes. Now tomorrow, the Rangers taking on Cleveland back in Surprise. Nathan Eovaldi will be on the mound for Texas tomorrow. This pitch is outside. 2-2 the count. Slade Ciccone due to go for the Guardians in that one. Two balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. And Lobos just misses. Backdoor slider there. And he almost got through. Close, but he doesn't get the call. And the count to Celestin is full. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The 3-2. That's outside ball 4. So the first batter to reach safely here against Lobos. And that will bring up Lazaro Montes. I guess they're pronouncing it Lazaro. And McIver going out to have a word here with Lobos. And Montez, a big guy, listed at 6'5", 210 pounds. Montez considered to be the top outfield prospect in the Seattle farm system. And among the top 100 of all prospects in baseball.
Yeah, he was the number 3 prospect last year on MLB.com. Felnin Celestin was the number 7 prospect. He played at A-ball for the Everett Aqua Sox.
And McIver gets back behind the plate. Montez is flied to center and grounded out to second, and he looks at that Lobos slider for a strike. Mariners signed Montez as an international free agent back in January of 2022 for $2.5 million. Lobos delivers high, and the count levels here to a ball and a strike. And as Eric mentioned earlier, Montez 32 home runs last year between high A and double A. Here's a rocket down to first, and gloved neatly by Bride on the backhand side. He turns to his left, takes it to the bag. Montez hits it hard, but he is the final out here in the bottom half of the 7th. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We move along to the 8th, still 9-2 in favor of Texas. This is spring training baseball on the Rangers Radio Network.
In winter, you can't go to the ballpark and see a go-ahead home run. Can't witness a filthy strikeout or watch a Rangers walk-off. That's because there are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
Hey kids, it's time to step up to the plate and join the Junior Rangers. You'll get your very own kit sponsored by Golden Chick. It includes a Rangers baseball cap, backpack, youth jersey, stainless steel water bottle, and a fan chain with bling badge. Junior Rangers also receive 4 digital ticket vouchers to select Ranger home games. Don't forget to bring your fan chain and badge to get 15% off discount in the team store and front of the line access to the Kids Run the Bases at Sunday home games. Sign up now at Rangers.com/Junior Rangers and be part of the club.
With X the Cash scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery, you could multiply the cash by 30, 50, 100, or even 200 times. And when you multiply the cash, you multiply the celebration. With top prizes from $60,000 up to $1 million, it's the easiest way to multiply your luck or enter for a chance to win VIP experiences. Play X the Cash scratch tickets today. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Wake up to the latest Rangers news, highlights, and opinions with Sean and RJ. Morning 6 to 10 on your home of Rangers baseball. 105.3 The Fan.
And the Rangers scored 7 runs on 8 hits in the top of the 6th inning. The big blow of Michael Hellman, 2-run home run to left. That's the difference in this game. Rangers leading 9-2 as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Troy Taylor is in to pitch now for Seattle. And to take you home, it's time for the voice of the Rangers, Eric Nadel.
All right, Matt, thanks. We needed another Taylor in the ballgame.
We did.
We've had Carson and John, and now Troy throws, and it's lined into right center field by Aaron Zavala. Another base hit. He's 3 for 3 today. He has 2 singles and an RBI triple.
First baseman, Jonah.
Remember, he came into the game as the only Ranger with 2 home runs this spring and was hitting 400, and he is making his mark. Texas on top here, 9-2, have 13 hits now. Here's Jonah Bride. This is Bride's first plate appearance, and the pitch is outside to Bride for ball 1. McIver, the on-deck batter. Rangers have limited Seattle to 4 hits today while pounding out 13 of their own. Taylor, 24-year-old right-hander. He delivers, and the pitch is way outside. He was in 8 games with Seattle last year, worked a total of 6 2/3 innings and allowed 9 runs. The year before, he pitched in 21 ball games to a 3.72 ERA. He's out of the University of California, Irvine. Went to high school in Rancho Cucamonga, California. He goes 6 feet tall, 205, works in short sleeves from the stretch. To the plate, and a breaking ball just missed. 2-1. We've only had 1 ABS challenge today, a successful challenge by the Rangers' Andrew Velasquez. 2 balls, 1 strike, short lead for Zavala. Here comes the pitch. A swing and a foul at the plate as Bride stays alive. Well, the Mariners are giving up some runs this spring. With the 9 they have surrendered today, they've allowed 71 runs in 10 games. More than 7 runs per ball game. Of course, many of them given up by players who will not suit up for the Mariners this year. Here's the pitch. And that's way inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We touched on this earlier, but they have several players going to the World Baseball Classic, including reliever Gabe Spire, who will represent the U.S. along with Cal Raleigh. Josh Naylor will be playing for Canada. Andres Munoz and Randy Arozarena for Mexico. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. And Bride is out. 1 out and 1 on in the 8th, and the Rangers leading 9-2. Italy will feature Mariners Dominic Canzone and Miles Mastrobuoni. Dane Dunning is going to play for Korea. Dunning now bidding for a spot on the Seattle staff. So a whole slew of Seattle players heading for the WBC. There's a breaking ball outside to catcher Willie McIver. He walked his first time up. He is a right-handed batter. Has impressed everybody with his energy this spring. The other reliever for Seattle going to the WB is Edward Bazardo for Venezuela. There's a pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Mariners have almost covered every team in the WBC.
They got a lot of countries covered. Two and 0 the count here on McIver. Velasquez due next. The pitch on the way. Check swing, strike call at the top of the zone. Elsewhere, the Giants have won again today. They beat San Diego 9-1, and the Giants now are 7-2 for the spring. Yankees are 8-2 in the Grapefruit League, and the Pirates are 8-2 as well after another win today. Here's a pitch swung on and fouled back. So we're about a third of the way through most teams' schedules. Opening day, March 26th. Rangers in Philadelphia. Seattle is going to start the season against the Cleveland Guardians in Seattle. A 4-game series, and then the Yankees come in to play them 3 times. The Yankees start the season on the road in San Francisco and then go to Seattle. That's their first week. The set, the pitch, way outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And on the way to San Francisco, the Yankees are going to stop in Mesa and play against the Cubs at Sloan Park. Mariners still have 77 players in their camp. The Rangers at 66. And the fastball is a call strike 3. And down goes McIver. So a single and 2 strikeouts here in the top of the 8th, with the Rangers leading by the score of 9-2. The biggest offensive output the Rangers have had this year is 11. They won a game against the Rockies. Against Cleveland, 11-4, back on February the 25th. This equals the second most runs. They scored 9 against the Rockies in a home game. Now Velasquez with a swing and a foul at the plate. Richie Martin due next if Velasquez gets on. Seattle grabbed an early lead, a 2-run homer in the first by Cole Young off Jacob Latz. But that was all that Latz surrendered. He retired his last 8 batters. Gave up 2 runs in 3 innings, throwing 41 pitches. Tyler Alexander had 2 scoreless innings. He stands to be the winner in this game. And then Lobus with 2 scoreless innings, pitching against minor league hitters, but did not give up a hit. There's a breaking ball strike through the back door. And the count at 0-2, and we are going to have a challenge by Velasquez. He was successful on the only other challenge of the game. And on this one, he is correct again. That pitch was just barely off the plate. So Velasquez 2 for 2 on the challenges. Make it a 1-ball, 1-strike count instead of 0-2.
Sorry.
The set. And here it comes. Velasquez takes a little bit high. Velasquez has moved around, versatile player with good speed. Plays a number of positions. Castilla base. Born in the Bronx, makes his home now in Florida. He's played for Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Baltimore, the Yankees, and the Angels. Here's a swing and a foul off to the left and out of play. Originally a 7th-round pick by Arizona at Fordham Prep in New York. He's got his baseball training and was drafted out of that high school. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it comes. Inside, and the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, many in the crowd have left, with this being a somewhat one-sided affair. Of course, no lead is safe in the Cactus League. Here's the pitch. A swing and a high drive, well hit down the right field line, but hooking foul. Sundstrom into the corner chasing after it, but that one out of play. So a new baseball for the right-handed pitcher, Troy Taylor. 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on, and the payoff pitch. Fouled back. Check that, 1-man run. Zavala at first base. This one's dragging a little bit.
We've played some games that have been dragging. You know, you referred to it a little bit yesterday, but the average Major League Baseball game last year, I want to say, I read this earlier, 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's about right. And we're going to go beyond that.
Yeah, we've been exceeding that. And there's a breaking ball. Call strike 3. So 3 straight strikeouts for Taylor after a leadoff single by Aaron Zavala. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. I believe the Rangers have struck out 12 times today. But after 7.5, the Rangers lead the Mariners 9-2 on the Rangers Radio Network.
As the original American single malt from Texas, Balcones Distilling has been leading the recently ratified American single malt movement from the beginning, right from the heart of Texas. Whether using high-quality Texas grains, collaborating with the uncompromising climate, or adapting to let local flavors flourish, Balcones intentionally crafts every bottle of award-winning whiskey to deliver a true taste of this great state. Balcones, the official Texas whiskey of your Texas Rangers. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
Luxor Staffing, official staffing partner of the Texas Rangers, has hundreds of open positions in warehouse distribution, manufacturing, and more. Come work with some of DFW's best employers. Great pay, excellent benefits, multiple shifts, and endless opportunities for promotion. Luxor has 10 convenient locations in DFW ready to find a perfect job for you. All Luxor offices have experienced bilingual professionals ready to help you now. Visit us online today at luxorstaffing.com and find the office closest to you. Apply today and work tomorrow for Luxor Staffing, DFW's premier staffing agency.
As an official partner of the Texas Rangers, Lockheed Martin is proud to be part of the rich heritage of the Rangers and the many fans who cheer the team on at Globe Life Field. It is with that same pride we support our local communities and customers. From the frontline workers to the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty, we're here to help them with their most important missions.
The Rangers lead 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And the left-hander coming to the mound, sporting probably the best mustache in Ranger camp. Out of the University of Oregon, Robbie Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom with Round Rock last year in 47 games, had a .359 ERA exclusively in relief. Held opposing batters to a .238 average. Walk rate a little bit high, 34 walks in 53 innings. And he'll come on here to pitch the bottom of the 8th. 9-2, Texas on top. Lefty against lefty. And the first pitch is a little tight for ball one. This was Victor Robles' spot, but
is Johnny Farnello.
Thank you. Here comes Ahlstrom, and that is outside for a ball. Ahlstrom, better than average stuff for a left-hander. If he can harness the command, he could find his way to the big leagues this year. 6'3", 195-pounder. Born in Placerville, California, up in gold country. The 2-0 pitch misses, and he's behind it 3-0. He was taken by the Yankees in the 7th round in 2021 and traded to the Rangers as part of the deal for Jose Trevino in spring training in 2022. The 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Albert Abreu was also in that deal. Abreu had a very short-lived Ranger career, and then wound up going back to the Yankees. The set and the pitch, and that is low, ball 4. So we mentioned the walk issues with Ahlstrom last year, and walks the leadoff batter here with a 9-2 lead. That's not going to please some people. Rambush is next. Ahlstrom set at the belt. And the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. It is 0-1. What was that center fielder's name? The guy who just walked?
Farnello. He's from Chantilly, Virginia.
You've probably been there. So at first and safe at first base.
Northern Virginia? If I did, I just drove through. I don't think I ever drove to Chantilly, Virginia with any purpose ever.
Is that where you find the Chantilly lace?
Yeah, a few big boppers in that area.
There's some pretty faces there. Yeah. The pitch is inside, and it gets away from McIver and goes to the backstop. And down to second base goes Farmelo. That has scored a wild pitch. Rambush, the batter, reached on an error by Velasquez his first time up. Each team with one error today. Velasquez committed the Ranger error, and Carson Taylor made the error for Seattle.
Brian O'Keefe has come out to the on-deck circle. He'll pinch hit for Ref Snyder.
Ref Snyder 0 for 3 today. one of the only legitimate big league players the Mariners have used today. And the pitch is low and inside. They did start Logan Gilbert. He gave up a solo homer to Cam Cauley in his 2 1/3 innings of work. But it was Gabe Mosser who surrendered most of the damage. He gave up 5 runs in an inning and a third. 2-1. And that pitch is low, and Mosser is on the hook for the loss at the moment. With a win, the Rangers would get back over 500 at 6 up and 5 down. And they would send the Mariners to their 3rd straight loss and a 3-6-1 record. Alstrom's making his 3rd appearance. He's worked 2 scoreless innings, allowed 1 hit previously. And the pitch is low for a ball. He has walked the first 2 batters. Well, I guess we properly foreshadowed this, talking about the 34 walks in 53 innings that he allowed. And the previous year at Frisco, he walked 23 in 44 innings, both very high walk rates. And now McIver, who is known for his energetic encouragement of his pitchers, goes out to the mound to talk to Robbie Alstrom, takes off his mask and helmet, and with his mitt, gives Alstrom a physical pat on the rear end before heading back behind the plate.
You and me, bud. Let's just play catch. Forget about these guys in the aqua green jerseys. Let's just go.
Here we go. Brian O'Keefe is the batter. He's a minor league catcher. Right-handed batter. The pitch is swung on and fouled back.
Strike 1, no problem.
There you go.
Throw it to me again.
Great trip to the mound by Willie McIver. Packard is on deck. Nine 13-1 for Texas, 2-4-1 for Seattle. Alstrom at the belt and to the plate. Just missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alstrom working in short sleeves, as many of the pitchers have done today. Check second base and comes home. Check swing, and it's low. 2 balls and a strike. Alstrom taken in that 2021 draft. He was the 2nd player from the University of Oregon selected by the Rangers. Aaron Zavala was taken in the 2nd round in that draft. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Went to high school in North Eugene, Oregon. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out and 2 men on for Seattle. They're trailing 9-2, and time is called at the plate by O'Keefe. The set. And the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. And on a primarily sunny day, we now have an overcast moving in. We are pretty much blanketed by a huge white layer of clouds. Still very warm at 89 as Alstrom misses inside.
This was very similar to the cloud cover that we had at sunset yesterday, and I was disappointed because I didn't get a chance to see the alignment of the 6 planets.
Oh, no.
In the southwestern sky because there was too much cloud cover.
3-2. Ball 4. They're loaded. Alstrom, working with a 9-2 lead, has walked the bases loaded. The Rangers are challenging that last call, though. Now, Keith has jogged down to first base. The challenge goes up on the board, and the pitch was outside for a ball. So the bases are loaded. The Rangers are down to 1 remaining challenge.
And I think that may have been Willie McIver just trying to catch a break there for Alstrom. The pitch was close, but it was off the plate. But there, where you still have your 2 challenges, you're in the 8th inning. Alstrom struggling to fire a strike. Maybe just a seam caught the outside corner, but in this case, it did not.
Desperate men do desperate things. Mm-hmm. Here is Packard, left-handed batter, lefty against lefty. And the pitch is outside for a ball. He's had 1 plate appearance. It hit into a force play. That was in the bottom of the 6th after taking over for Brennan Davis in left field.
Activity begins out of the Ranger bullpen. Aiden Anderson is starting to get loose.
Pitch is a strike. He, of course, is Grant Anderson's twin brother and has a more of an overhand delivery than Grant, but not by much. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Packard. And here's the pitch, and that's fouled off to the left. Carson Taylor is on deck. We have 3 Taylors in the ball game right now.
Everyone should be well dressed.
That's it. Maybe one of them can fix my jeans. The count is 1-2, and the pitch is on the way, and it's swung on and rifled to right center field. A line drive base hit. 1 run is home. 2 runs are home. The runner at first goes all the way to third, and the Ranger lead is cut to 9-4 with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. So Alstrom, having trouble locating the baseball, has given up 3 walks and a 2-run single. Now here is Carson Taylor, and we will see if Alstrom gets a chance to face him. Taylor is a left-handed batter. And Alstrom is staying out there. Double play would certainly help. And here's the pitch. Strike call on the outside corner. It is 0-1.
He's up to 22 pitches. He's got a right-handed hitter on deck. So I think this might be the last guy regardless of what happens.
There's nobody out in the inning. Here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball hit foul over on the first base side. If one were to describe this game for someone who has not been listening along the way, one might say it's less than crisp.
That's one way to put it.
Alstrom ready and deals. And that's fouled away again down the left field line out of play.
Of course, going back to something we talked about early in the broadcast, one could also describe it as a spoonful of crunchy peanut butter. Because nothing smooth about this one.
There is nothing smooth, except for those little packets of peanut butter that came from the breakfast today. 0-2. A swing and a high foul, left side. Racing over there is Richie Martin Jr., and he makes the catch. It barely stayed in play in front of the Mariners' dugout, and Alstrom has recorded an out. Will he get to record another one? We'll see. Wilson is the batter, and here comes Skip Schumacher, and he's going to make a pitching change. So Will Wilson will not be facing Robbie Alstrom. He'll be facing the right-hander Aiden Anderson, it appears. 1/3 of an inning for Alstrom. He allows 1 hit and 3 walks, and at the moment, 2 runs as he gives way to Anderson, and we have a pitching change. With the Rangers leading the Mariners 9-4, let's pause for these messages on the Rangers Radio Network.
Hey Rangers fans, the 2026 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the Rangers action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of every home team win. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Rangers games or to any other live event in the greater Dallas area, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your Texas Rangers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
9-4, the Rangers lead as Aiden Anderson goes to the mound, the 28-year-old right-hander from West Orange, Texas, the Port Arthur area. He makes his fourth spring appearance. He's unscored upon in 2 innings. He has allowed 2 hits. Anderson last year at Round Rock in 26 ball games had a .484 ERA exclusively as a reliever. His brother Grant, the former Ranger, now with the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, here's Will Wilson with runners at first and third, 1 out in the infield at double play depth, and the pitch is lifted foul off to the right. The Rangers' double play combination at the moment is John Taylor at second with Andrew Velasquez at short. Jonah Bride is playing first base, Richie Martin Jr. at third with Willie McIver catching. The 0-1 delivery, sidearm outside on a breaking ball, and the count at a ball and a strike. In the outfield, it's Snyder in left, Martinez in center, and Zavala in right, I think. The pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play.
You are correct, sir.
We have a fabulous broadcast location here in Peoria, very low down, right behind the last row of seats in this one-level stadium. Anderson set at the belts. He lets it fly, and a breaking ball is swung on and fouled off. The Rangers have used Latz, Alexander, Lobus, Alstrom, and now Anderson, a total of 5 pitchers. The Mariners have seen 8 pitchers in this ballgame. Latz and Gilbert were the starters a long time ago. Here's the pitch, and a bouncing ball hit toward short. Gloved at short by Velasquez to second for 1 on to first. Double play, and Aiden Anderson puts out the fire, inducing the 2-ball, and a nifty pick by Velasquez to his left to turn that double play. Mariners settle for 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit, and they leave 1 after 8 complete. It's the Rangers 9 and the Mariners 4 on the Rangers Radio Network.
In winter, you can't go to the ballpark and see a go-ahead home run. Can't witness a filthy strikeout or watch a Rangers walk-off. That's because there are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Eric Nadel with Matt Hicks back in Peoria as the Mariners were about to employ their 9th pitcher of the afternoon, right-hander Alex Hoppe, 27-year-old who had been with the Red Sox organization and was traded over to the Mariners in a minor league deal. He pitched at Double-A Worcester, well, that's Triple-A for the Red Sox now, with a .476 ERA last year in 37 games. He's a right-hander, and Richie Martin Jr. is the first batter to face him. He takes a strike. Martin drew a walk, his only time up today. 9-4 Rangers as we start the ninth inning. Eric Nadel and Matt Hicks back with you Thursday at 7 o'clock for the night game against Kansas City, as that one fouled at the plate. Jared will be joining us the following week. He's enjoying fatherhood right now. Hoppy out of the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, where he was Southern Conference Pitcher of the Year in 2022. Hoppe, Alex Hoppy. Martin set and deals, and there's a strike. And down goes Martin. That's 13 strikeouts by Seattle pitching. And Orlando Martinez is next. Martinez an RBI single and a fly to center field today. Cooper Johnson is on deck as we play here in the top of the ninth inning. At the belt, Troy Taylor giving way to the left-hander Hoppy. And the pitch is lined into left field, a base hit. So Martinez has a 2-hit game. The Rangers have 14 in the ball game. And next up is Cooper Johnson. We owe you a station identification. Let's pause for 10 seconds on the Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Johnson has not had an official at bat. He's had a sacrifice fly and a walk after coming on for Mark Canha as the DH. He swings and misses on a first pitch breaking ball here, and the count is 0-1. Short lead at first base for Martinez. And here comes the pitch, a swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. John Taylor is waiting on deck. A big 7-run sixth inning. The story of this game is the Rangers piled up 8 hits in that inning. In just 10 official at-bats. The 0-2 delivery, a bit low, and the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Hoppy goes behind the mound, reaches down, and grabs a handful of dirt. Touches the fingers of his right hand to his mouth, and then comes set. Here it comes. And a little cue shot foul squibs over toward the Rangers' first base dugout. And a new baseball tossed out to Hoppy. They've used Gilbert, Davila, Sloan, Mosser, Kingsbury, Castano, Van Scooter, Taylor, and now Hoppy, and they have action in their bullpen. Can they make it 10 on the mound today? As the pitch is high for a ball, it is 2-2.
I have no doubt that they can.
Now, whoever has been warming up out there has stopped warming, so I think he's ready. I don't know if we are. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is low and outside. It is 3-2. Rangers and Guardians tomorrow. I don't suppose our pal Tom Hamilton, last year's Ford Frick Award winner, will be on hand. I don't think the Guardians are broadcasting. Full count, payoff pitch, strike 3 call. The last 5 Rangers to record an out have done so on strikes. And that is 14 of them. But we've got a challenge here. And the pitch was a strike. Just barely. So the Rangers are out of challenges. Hopefully they're out of strikeouts.
Are we even now, strikeouts and hits?
14 and 14?
14 and 14.
Yeah, I think we're there. And of course the Rangers have 2 home runs. Michael Hellman a 2-run shot. Cam Cauley a solo. Here's a swing and a foul at the plate. Mariners with 1 long ball in the first inning from Cole Young with a man aboard as they grabbed a 2-0 lead. Second day in a row, the Rangers fell behind 2-0 on a 2-run homer in the first, but stormed back to take the lead. They won yesterday 7-6, leading today 9-4. Here comes the pitch. And there's a strike on the outside corner to Taylor. John Taylor hit by a pitch, picked up an RBI his first time up. There's no action in the Ranger bullpen at the moment. Aiden Anderson, it appears, will get a chance to finish this. Here it comes. It's low, squirts away, but not very far. But it didn't take very much as Martinez scoots down to second base. The ball getting away from the catcher, Raposo, and we'll call that a wild pitch.
It's a good call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Snyder is on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rangers 5 for 15 with men in scoring position. And the pitch. Call strike 3. The last 6 Ranger outs have been recorded on strikeouts. And they have now fanned 15 times today, but have 14 hits and going to the bottom of the 9th lead the Mariners 9-4 on the Rangers Radio Network.
In winter, you can't go to the ballpark and see a go-ahead home run. Can't witness a filthy strikeout or watch a Rangers walk-off. That's because there are only 2 seasons in the year, winter and baseball. So how do you win your winter? You get ready for baseball. 2026 Texas Rangers single game tickets are now on sale. Get your tickets today at Rangers.com. All for Texas.
Come one, come all Ranger fans for the running of the Golden Chick Dot Race. Red, blue, or green, who will win? And they're off. Red comes out strong as green falls behind. Blue holds on to second, but red runs for home like there's Golden Chick on the dinner table. Who could blame him? Golden Chick's delicious fried chicken is marinated and hand-breaded to be tender and juicy. Red holds the lead. Blue gives it his all, but red's not slowing. It's red, it's blue, it's red by a nose.
It's come down to this moment. Bottom of the 9th and 2 outs. The Rangers need a run.
The toughest moments call for strong support.
Pitcher quickly checks first base. And the pitch.
That's why people trust Globe Life.
Deep to right field. Back. It's out of here.
That's why millions of people trust Globe Life to help protect what matters most.
That's a big win for the Rangers.
Globe Life. Make tomorrow better.
Here comes the bottom of the 9th with the Rangers leading 9-4. And for the Mariners, it will be Raposo to lead off in the last of the 9th. This is Nick Raposo, who took over behind the plate for Andrew Kisner in the 6th inning. Struck out in his only at bat, and he swings and loops one to right center field. It is a base hit. Mariners get their 6th hit of the game. Aiden Anderson still on the mound after getting a double play ball to end the 8th inning with runners at first and third.
At the plate for the Mariners, shortstop, Tony Celestin.
And now Celestin will come to the plate. Mariners, by the way, with men in scoring position, are 1 for 7 today, while the Rangers are 5 for 16. Yesterday, the Rangers were 5 for 15, so this is a nice trend. Here's a backdoor breaking ball from Anderson for a strike. The right-handed pitcher dealing with a left-handed batter in Celestin. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Big rip on a breaking ball. And the count is 0-2. Anderson working in long sleeves. Wearing the number 52 today. He's over from the minor league camp, a back of the book guy, if you will. Here comes the pitch, and that's high and inside. A fastball at 92 miles an hour. Originally property of the Phillies, signed with the Phillies as a non-drafted player out of McNeese State in 2019. There's a breaking ball and a call, strike 3, as he pulled a string on him. And Celestin is out of there for the first out of the bottom of the 9th.
For Seattle, right fielder, number 89, Jared Sundstrom.
9-4, the Rangers on top, and Jared Sundstrom will be the batter. Lazaro Montes in this spot was 0 for 3, but made a great diving catch in right field. Now Sundstrom for his first at bat. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Sidearm slider is 0-1. Anderson ready again. And deals. Breaking ball strike. Another good-looking slider. This one started way inside. Buckled the knees of Sundstrom and then slid over the inside corner. Just barely hooked the inside corner. And it is 0-2.
This Sundstrom, pretty good size. 6'2", 230 pounds.
Johnny Farmello is the on-deck batter. The 0-2 pitch is on the way. Check swing on a ball outside. He almost chased that slider wide. And the count at 1-2. Well, there's hardly any blue sky left at all. We are in almost a total cloud cover right now. Anderson deals, and it's way outside for a ball. This game started, what, about 1:10?
1:12 local time, yep.
So we haven't made it to 3 hours yet. How about a double play ball here and get this thing over with? We played 257 yesterday. And that pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We are at 252 right now. 253.
3:08 has been the longest game of the year, but we've had a 2:57 and a 2:59. The shortest game was 2 hours and 13 minutes. And that one misses for ball 4. So there are 2 men on with 1 out. Rangers leading 9-4 in the 9th. And we swing to the top of the order for Johnny Farmello. Farmello drew a walk and scored last inning. Two on, 1 out. And the pitch in there for a strike. Sweeping slider. That one came in at just 77 miles an hour. Farmello last year played in Class A Everett. Hit .230, hit 6 homers and about 100 at-bats. There's a swing and a miss. He's listed at 6'2" and 205. First round pick in 2023.
Somebody has gotten up out in the bullpen, so we're going to get action once again.
We'll put quotation marks on the word action today. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. There's the second out of the inning. So we've had a single, a strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout. And the Mariners, trailing 9-4, are down to their final out.
I believe the lefty Brian Magdaleno is warming up right now for the Rangers. And by the way, plate umpire Dylan Wilson, I think, has probably had his fill of the game. You better be swinging right now.
Blake Rambush is the batter. He swings and pops it up into short right field. This should end it. Aaron Zavala comes on, makes the catch, and the ball game's over. The Rangers have won it by the score of 9-4, and we'll be back with the happy totals after this on the Rangers Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is Elvis Andrews, 2-time Major League Baseball All-Star and 2025 Texas Rangers Baseball Hall of Fame inductee. As a former Major League Baseball player, I understand the importance of having a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, Bailey and Gallion has been representing people just like you that have been injured on the job.
Call Bailey and Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get the treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey and Gallion, the official law firm sponsor of the Texas Rangers, to solve your legal puzzle.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona, La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Just because the Texas Rangers are in action doesn't mean you have to sit in the dugout. At Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, you can bring your A game to our array of thrilling table games. Experience edge-of-your-seat excitement at over 7,000 slot machines. Or grab an ice-cold beer at one of our sports bars the next time the Rangers suit up. Get your game on at Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, official partner of the Texas Rangers.
happy totals in Seattle look like this. The Rangers 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 8 left. The Mariners 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 6 left. Tyler Alexander, the winning pitcher. Gabe Mosser, the losing pitcher. It took 2 hours and 55 minutes before 6,730. The Rangers improved to 6-5. The Mariners dropped to 3-6-1. The Rangers went 5 for 16 with men in scoring position. The Mariners went 1 for 9 in the ball game. And Matt, what's your big takeaway from this one?
Well, for the second straight day, we see the Rangers come from behind, falling behind early, but coming back to win. One of the things that really stands out was the recovery of Jacob Latz after giving up that 2-run home run to Cole Young in the first inning. And again, I think he was experimenting a little bit with left-on-left slider action, which we didn't really see from him at all last year. And he ended up retiring the last 8 batters he faced, and he was kind of efficient as well toward the end of the first, throughout the second and third innings. Ended up only throwing 41 pitches in those 3 innings. The other thing that continues to stick out is the bat of Cam Cauley. And whether or not Cam Cauley has a legitimate shot to make the opening day roster, the way that he has played both offensively and defensively gives you the sense that at some point in 2026 we're going to see Cam Cauley in the big leagues for the first time.
Yeah, home run and a single today. He's now 8 for 21, hitting just below 400. Tyler Wade continued to impress. He had a double today, played nicely in center field. He's 9 for 15. And how about Aaron Zavala?
Yeah.
With 3 hits today, 2 singles and a triple, a run batted in. He's 9 for 18 for the spring. He is batting .500 with an OPS of 1470 right now, a guy who played at Frisco last year. So 3 players who probably don't figure on the opening day roster, but have certainly made an impression so far in the spring. Well, we'll be back on the air on Thursday when the Rangers take on the Kansas City Royals in Surprise. That'll be a night game, so our broadcast time will be 7 o'clock in Texas. Between now and then, the Rangers play Cleveland tomorrow at home. They're off Tuesday, and on Wednesday they play Team Brazil. That should be interesting at Surprise Stadium. But we invite you to join us for our next broadcast on Thursday night, 7 o'clock Texas time. For our engineer, Matt Prelip, for Kevin Walker, Trevor Beck, Jet Nelson, and Adam C. back in Master Control. And for Matt Hicks and Jared Sandler, I'm Eric Nadel. Thanks for joining us. The final again, the Rangers 9 and the Mariners 4. Until Thursday, so long, everybody. Here's the payoff pitch. He struck him out swinging. Got him on a splitter. Evaldi strikes out 3 in the inning. He has 7 punch-outs on the night.
And that ball hit high and deep into left field. Dominguez goes back, watches with the rest of us as Josh Young has just walked off the New York Yankees.
Swung on, lofted in the air, left center field. Langford on the run, lunges and makes the catch. Oh, baby, what a play by Wyatt Langford.
You've been listening to Texas Rangers Spring Training Baseball, brought to you by Global.